All right, as I start this out, we'll see what happens. As I'm playing with my cat now. Come here. Come on. All right. Hey, Will Ferrell #1, Merry Christmas to you. I can't do that, man, because if I have it lower than that, people keep spamming in. Literally, I had someone come in and say, I am blah, 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 like every. So, Sally, I have to do it like that. I forget what the hell the guy was saying. I am blah, blah, blah. Like, he kept doing that for all the time. So, I have to have like a. It's like stupid people spamming stuff that literally made it unreadable for the chat. So, I have to have a longer as a deterrent. So, for people who were there during that day on the stream, you know who I'm talking about, but I forget what the hell the damn person was smoking or what the hell he was talking about. Hey, Ultra Ego, hope you're doing well. So Sally, I have to do it that way. I forget what the hell that guy was saying. I don't know. Maybe people in the chat they'll remember because I don't. Because that was a moron. Hey, Ron, hope you're doing okay. I'm doing all right so far. Hate saying that because anytime now you say that something goes wrong. It's cold as hell in Texas. That had 25-mile-per-hour winds. It was 19 degrees, which is not usual for Southeast Texas. I'm dressed as one of the homeboys looking for some fun tonight, hanging with Dr. Feelgood. That or one of the hip hop locals. Will Microfabio be joining? No, I didn't even know it was going to be, if I was going to do this. Windy here in New Jersey. Cool. How cold is it? Strange brew, guys. I'll take that. Except I'm not Canadian. Although maybe I should start going to Canada. Pretty much, you're in Colorado, had to work today, worked as a mover, was a brutal day. God, how was it working in the cold? How cold is it in Colorado? I don't know how the hell you move with that cold in Colorado. I have to imagine, isn't it like 5 degrees or something? Not too cold? Cool. Apparently the east side of the US had like a lot of people lose power, like over 1 million people or 1.5 million people lose power. So again, here it was like 25-mile-per-hour winds. It was 19 degrees, and this is Southeast Texas. This is where you're supposed to get away from the cold. I called it in Colorado. You have 5 degrees. I don't know how the hell you move anywhere except to a grave working in 5-degree weather, but I guess you had to do what you had to do. What can you do? You can't say no. For those who see this after the fact, I will still be putting up requests and videos. Tomorrow I'll be uploading a Star Trek First Contact commentary and a few other reviews for Guillermo, and there's still more to come. We'll do it when I can. Again, no power loss, but I do have a solar power generator. Damn, how much did that cost? But that's a good backup to have. Solar power, that costs a fortune. Is that coat keeping me warm? Yeah, that's why I'm wearing it. I mean, I know I look like one of the people ready to rob you, but but yeah, I'll be, for those who do follow the channel, I will have a couple requests up tomorrow one on some lame horror film called Death Valley from 2021, The Assassin Next Door, and a commentary on Star Trek First Contact, and then we'll go from there. Star Trek Generations is awful. Killed Captain Kirk in the worst way possible. That 90s, sorry, my burping is what I feel about that 90s show. $874.31. It's actually cheaper than I thought. Ryan, which you mean Soul? Is that the Soul from 2020? Yeah, I have to do that sometime. It just took me a while to find the film. I did find the film to watch. Now I have to wait until the internet on the computer is working because of the wind and cold. But I will try to get that. It'll at least be done by the end of the month. Now, I've never seen the film Soul, so I don't know how good a commentary will be, but I'll do my best. Joe Pesci from Home Alone, I'll take that. I like Joe Pesci. Staying warm, trying to, but barely. Barely, barely, barely. How you doing, Deep Fried Awesome? Obvious dude, hello there. Love The Last Starfire. Usually goes for 1,000. Got on sale from Amazon. That's cool. I don't know why. So that generator, how long is solar power? How long does that? I have to look into how that's dealt with, like how long it lasts and stuff. People asked she was drunk. Were you talking about Zoe scenes? I can't remember because I don't remember much about Elf because it's such a bad movie. The Whale will be nominated for Oscars. I haven't seen the film, so I don't know. Before this deep freeze, I did play that game, the Callisto Protocol, for a while, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. But I was playing the Callisto Protocol. I really enjoyed it. I think the reviews for that is kind of BS. Because I played about 5-6 hours before the deep freeze, so I played it a couple days ago. I haven't finished the game yet, but I played 5-6 hours. And said Callisto Protocol is a damn good game. Bad first impression, but with the patches fixed, it's actually a pretty damn good game. The reviews are BS. Sorry, the reviews are BS. It's not that bad of a damn game. The combat is fun and intuitive. When I'm sorry that the game doesn't lead you by the hand. You have to actually learn how to play. Like I had to learn how to dodge, and when you do, it's actually fun. Sorry, it's not a fucking easy. People can't make up their minds. It's too easy and it's too hard. Make up your difference. Which is it? It's too easy or too hard? If it's too hard, then there's literally ways you can make it easier or get good. I don't think it was. If I'm getting that far, it can't be that damn hard and impossible. The dodging is in combat is fun. It's like a better version of Silent Hill Homecoming with the dodging. It's actually a fun game. Not gonna say it's a 10 out of 10, but it's not this 1 out of 10 that people are saying. Probably the same people that love The Last of Us Part 2 and the steroid lady. Fucking didn't know if she's coming or going. Vagicell, whatever the hell that lady Last of Us Part 2. Probably people who praise that. But hello to everyone in the chat and Merry Christmas to everyone. Right now it's 19 degrees, but it's not supposed to be that in Texas. They're just here because video games. Well, the people I'm talking about is the people on YouTube. Like, what was that Maximilian dude? Like, it's broken. 5 minutes. I delete it. And Jacksepticeye and was it Avalanche Reviews? And if they don't like it, teach their own. I mean, we all have our different opinions, but I'm like you guys praised Dead Space 3, which was to be shit and whatever. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, that game was hard, but I also sucked at it. I love the cold, well, I don't. No, Last of Us 2 sucks. Uh, I don't know. I mean, nothing's even come out with James Gunn, so I can't judge anything because nothing's come out under James Gunn's regime. If it makes like 2, 3 movies that suck, then I can judge it. But yeah, the Callisto Protocol was a good game. Yeah. Well, can I get paid for that much money? Fuck it. I still think Callisto Protocol is a fun game. I don't think it's that bad of a fucking game at all. But I don't know. I have got about 5 parts edited, and I've still continuing the game, but it's it's not scary. Well, most games, horror games, aren't scary nowadays. And the combat. Well, Outlast doesn't have combat, and people didn't complain about that. This Resident Evil 2 remake wasn't scary. I mean, I liked it, but do people say Resident Evil 2 remake was a big scary game? It's a fun game, but was it really a oh my god scariest game ever? No. And I probably like the original Resident Evil 2 more. Although I like hell, I'll say this, the Callisto Protocol, I like more than the Resident Evil 2 remake. I know that's a hot button, but I don't care. I like Resident Evil 2 remake. I like Callisto Protocol more because I like the lead character more, and I'm liking the combat more. Resident Evil 2 remake, when you shoot zombies, is a fucking sponge, and it's not satisfying when you kill them after the 50-second bullet. But hey, everyone, come in. Sorry that I missed it. Hey, how's it going in Norway? I did not see Knives Out 2. Pop Squad. Oh yeah, that was interesting videos. Ghost in Shell anime, I wasn't really big on. There's other animes I prefer. Thank you, Ryan. I'll get to that as soon as I can. Scariest game you played? Scariest game. Well, again, I mean, there are times when I'm playing a horror game when, oh shit. So I guess technically I get scared, but I would say it's more intensity. Probably the game I felt the most intensity about is playing Alien Isolation because of the mechanics of the stealth, especially in the final act of that game, and just hoping like because you can't fight back. I thought like Alien Isolation, I guess, would be the one for me. Uh, well, I don't care what Jimmy Cammy does. I know his film's going to make money. Probably, I don't care. I always said he got his balls taken by Linda Hamilton from the divorce, and I haven't seen anything that proves otherwise. Happy holidays, everyone out there. Hey, I lived in one. Hope you're doing well, man. I've just been hoping, knock on wood, things are going okay. I didn't see the John Wick 4 trailer. I'd go into those films blind. Um, Let me see. Email popped up, so let me take a look at this. Let's see, I could try to do this. Sorry, just wait 1 second, folks. I'm just typing something up. Forgive me for that. Make sure I'm typing right. I got an email from a friend of mine, Effrey, and then I sent him, if he wants to join, I sent him a link. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Callisto Protocol is a fun game. It's definitely worth a look. Resident Evil, yeah. Holiday film in terms of heart and quality. Holiday film, Die Hard. Yeah, Rambo 4 is an awesome movie. You think 28 in Texas is hot? I have no idea what you mean. Never heard Dark Sector. Yeah, I'm sure it still sucks ass. I might make the top 10 of 2022. We'll see how time goes. Yeah, I don't blame you taking the time off. Be my guest. Fox Kids shows. I didn't really grow up with Fox Kids because I didn't have that channel as a kid. No, I didn't get the Silent Night vest drawn. Hey, movie Junty John, why would I get Silent Night 3, 4, and 5? They all look like ass. I've seen those. They're ass movies. They're awful. They're terrible films. Bill Moseley wears a toy on his head and doesn't talk. Those movies suck. Hey Bobby, True Fire Pink Guy, Heart of the Cards, hello there. I've seen Spawn the anime series a little bit. I liked Keith David's voice. No, Die Hard 5 was not a good movie, sadly. I don't have Netflix, so I can't see the big four. Bad Santa's fun. Hey, Yule, doing all right so far. We'll see. I don't want to jinx it, though. It's just very, very cold and worried about 50 things, pipes freezing, all that stuff. So I'm kind of doing this to take my mind off stuff. To be honest, that's why I'm doing this, is to take my mind off stuff. Alone in the Dark, I didn't play that game. I've heard of it, though. Last movie I saw in the cinema, I can't remember. I'm already having PTSD from February 2021. I can't remember what I ate yesterday. Send me an Xbox to play Halo, sure.
Hello.
Hey there.
Feliz Navidad. In the translation, Merry Christmas. How y'all doing?
Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, bro. How you been? Thank you for inviting me on. Of course, I feel the Christmas spirit. That's why I put my extra Merry Christmas to you all. That's all. Oh man, it's nice. I like the new hat.
Well, it's just cold here. It's like, too cold. But
oh, no heat?
Like, no, the heater's on. It's still like 18, 20 degrees outside, and it goes through the trail like nothing. So.
Oh shit. Oh man, the morning when I got up in the morning, it was 53 degrees. It was raining like cats and dogs yesterday. I left out. It wasn't that bad. Then all of a sudden, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that wind kicked my ass. My goodness. Whoosh, I got home. I never thought I felt like I was walking butt naked because it was essential to my Carhartt jacket coat. It was just terrible. I hear wind still blowing crazy like now. And they get in super, super heat over here. Forget about it. Oh, man. But thank you for inviting me, bro. Power? Oh, no, thank God. Thankfully, yeah, man.
There are a lot of places in New York did.
Oh yeah, no. Thankfully, so far, not to put the whammy on it, but hey, please don't lose no power, please. That's a bitch, especially with this weather. Hey, give me back those flashbacks from Hurricane. What's that bitch's name? Sandy. That was horrible. Goodness, 3 days, man. Let me break down in tears. Hey, it's terrible. My heart goes out to you people out there. When you lose the power, you realize how much the electricity, you need it, man. And stuff. Oh man, but hi out there, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good start to your holidays and whatnot and such and everything.
Well, not really, since all this shitty weather.
Well, of course. Well, you're inside. Hopefully, you're with your loved one or with a big lady or a big dude, whatever the preference is. You got a quilt around you. You're nice and warm, hopefully, and everything like that and such.
No, I was just telling people about this I know you're not into the newer games, but I was playing a game called the Callisto Protocol, and really enjoying it. It's
Okay.
a very fun, brutal game. You get to beat the hell out of creatures with this baton, smashing their
Ooh,
heads open.
cool.
It's a horror action game, and you know who stars in it?
Robert Patrick?
Josh Duhamel.
Oh, Josh Duhamel, really? Oh shit. I thought you were doing another game with Robert Patrick, I think. I forgot which game that was. I think I seen
Yeah,
that one.
the dig. It's a click and point and click game.
Okay.
But this one's for like PlayStation 4. It's a newer game. It's he's a pilot, crashes, he's a prisoner, and then the whole prison goes ape shit, and there's all these creatures, people turn into creatures,
Wow.
and you get this baton, and the combat's brutal. Like you're smashing creatures' heads open, and you have to dodge left and right. It's like a beat 'em up game, but it's like action horror.
All through the first
Think
person
like
perspective, like that?
third person,
Oh, okay. So
kind of like Resident Evil.
oh,
You
that
follow
style.
behind
Okay.
them.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So like, and you, it's a really fun game. It's really
Oh,
fun. It's
I gotta look
fun to
at yeah,
watch.
Josh the Demel. Wow, I didn't think he would do that.
I did put up a video called "The Retribution of Callisto Protocol" that shows the gameplay. I
Okay.
just put that up today. It's
Okay,
like 3 minutes, and you get to see the combat. It's
I'm
pretty
gonna
fun.
check it out. Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I didn't know what the police code put. I thought it was some edit or something for a game, like a patch or something. I didn't know what that was. I think I'm gonna click at it. I'm gonna look at it because I'm gonna be indoors, keeping my ass warm until I have to sadly venture out eventually to go to the Amazon locker because I ordered some stuff for my face because you know the acne is a motherfucker, especially when you're in your 40s, man. Oh man. Oh, yeah.
Sandy.
Sandy, yeah. That bitch. That's right, Sandy. She's a bitch. I feel all generous this week. I don't know what it is. This all full of energy.
A
It's
lot of
all,
people in the comments were saying hi. They were saying nice to see you. So
nice to see you all too, man. You know, it was a very close call because sometime last month I finally got bit with the COVID, the C, the double D, or whatever you guys call it. And thankfully, it didn't mess me up, but it gave me a cough for weeks that was a bitch to deal with. I went to a doctor again. They checked lungs. Thankfully, my lungs are okay. So I'm 100% now. I got the damn super mask. What they call that? The K95 to the 20th ass or whatever. I got a bunch of those. I've been wearing those. I go to the train station. I got to put rubber gloves on and shit and everything like that. So I got to keep myself extra safe and everything like that. But I'm glad to be around. I'm glad that my mom didn't get infected. Nobody else got infected, thank God. So everybody's doing great, you know. It's a bitch. I mean, forget about it. It's a bitch. But thankfully, I didn't end up in no intensive care or nothing, thank God. But just, you know, you thought it was a regular cold. They're like, no. You caught it. It's a shit. That's all. So I was just full of energy and vigor, man. And everything like that. You know, funny enough, what are you saying, bro? Go for it.
no, go ahead.
Now, I was revisiting a little while ago. I'm thinking about a week or two ago, but then I just gave it again now. Riddick from 2013. It's actually not that bad as I remember it being, because if I measure that film next to Predators and The Predator, I'd rather deal with those cast more, because Jody Mahler, Katie Sackhoff, the other members of the Mercs, they're a lot of fun to watch. I know it's basically a remake of Pitch Black, obviously. I mean, copy and paste and such, but I watched it. I mean, the movie comes alive once they land, to be honest, and it's not that long of a film and such. I want to ask you guys a question in the comments, and maybe you can answer this too. What the fuck does jamoke mean? Like if someone calls you a jamoke.
Fool.
Oh, that's what that means?
A
Okay.
fool.
All right.
Yeah,
It sounds like, I thought I was trying to say like he's a joke, like jamoke. Like,
That just jerk off, a fool.
oh, because Riddick,
Dickhead, all that.
Riddick tells that to Batista's character in the movie after he kills him, jamoke, and everything like that. But it was fun watching it again. It wasn't that bad. I'm not gonna say it's the best of the best, but if I did a video, or if you did a video, because I don't do videos no more, but if you did a video of what's the versus like Predators and the Predator versus Riddick, Riddick wins. I'm like, And those and
Which Predator movie?
oh, I would say because it's got to be a movie that's close to being a remake. So I would say 2010's Predators versus Riddick from 2013. Because they both remakes in essential, and essentially they're both remakes if you think about it. That's probably what people want to say about the 2010 Predators.
I don't know. Maybe Predators is better. I don't know.
I have fun with
Riddick is just too disappointing to me.
Oh well.
Because Riddick disappears for like an hour in the film.
I know. Kind of like in the original. I know he like the original. But I don't know. I just the Mercs I was entertained by. Like Johnny Waller.
Riddick.
I know. But Predators are called Predators. We barely see Predators in them to the middle, and then they don't do shit. They drop like flies. But it's just me.
Well, that's fine because that's like Predator's the same thing. But here it's called Riddick, and it's like Riddick's a cameo in his own movie.
Yeah.
It's okay. No worries. Too much.
This is cool. I have a topic one. I might throw you away unless I can give it to you now. It's up to you.
Probably later, just that way I'll email me it, and that way I might forget it by the end.
Oh yeah, no problem. I was gonna propose it now, but you want to do it later? I can do it later. No worries. But I'd be curious, what do people in the comments think? 2010 Predators or 2013 Riddick? Because both films are considered sequels, but they're pretty much remakes of the original films. What do you guys feel? We'll see if anybody wants to answer in the comments.
To answer a few questions real quick. Someone was asking me, a few people asked me about that game, the Callisto Protocol. The bad reviews I think are bullshit. I don't think it's as bad as people make out to be. I think they're dogpiling it. Yes, they were different from Dead Space, and there's invisible creatures. There's two-headed creatures. There's creatures that are blind, and you got to sneak behind, and he stabs the shit out of them in the back.
Blind
slices
creatures?
them up, and yeah, you got to sneak behind him, and Josh Duhamel stabs him in the head or slices them up and stuff. And like I say, it's a fun game and fun movie. If you watch it, a fun movie. But yeah, the game is not that bad at all. I think it's bullshit. Probably the same people that love, fucking shitty Marvel films or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
That's okay. Cool.
Didn't see 65. I know 69. I've seen that.
Yeah, well, 71, which is 2 fingers in the ass. That's 60. But anyway, I did see the trailer for 65. It looks like fun. Maybe. It looks like fun. I see something popped up and disappeared. It looks like fun because Adam Driver stars in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he was. But sadly, he was underutilized in Predators. He's great as Jason. He was good. He did a wonderful job. I know he said he based his Jason on Rambo. Remember that interview, Matt?
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, he mentioned that he kind of. You see a little bit of it the way his body language is, like almost like Rambo 4, almost like that a little bit, and so especially when he grabbed the Asian guy and did the thing with the screwdriver with the blood popping out and stuff. Wow.
Oh yeah.
And everything. Yeah.
Thank you, Frame by Frame, by the way. I really appreciate the super chat. To be honest, Matt, I think you like Grand Theft Auto 5 a lot. It's really cheap right now. It'll give you a better idea of the industry standard. Grand Theft Auto, I played the third one. I liked it. I know there's the one that stars Ray Liotta, rest in peace, the Vice City. Ray Liotta's the lead.
Okay.
That's maybe interesting because it takes place in the 80s, I believe, and against Ray Liotta as a star. That may be interesting to play one day.
Is that the one that I seen the trailers of that I had that Roxette song? She's got the look. So. Yeah. No. I remember that. Yeah, I had the trailer for it and such. Yeah. I never played it, but I remember that. I forgot Ray Liotta. Oh, by the way, by any slim chance, did you see the trailer for Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, I feel like dog shit.
I don't know. I got a little smirk out of it because I liked the music choice they used and everything like that. I know it's based on the true story. I looked into it. Okay, it takes place in the 80s. Some cocaine came out of a plane. Then it ended up in some place in some woods. A bear did eat it, but he ingested so much he died. See, he didn't go on no rampage,
yeah.
fucking up people. But okay, Ray Liotta's in that one with a bad wig. But hey, I don't know. But see what happens there. I thought you would kind of be a little bit into it. Like, it has that Lake Placid vibe to it.
It just like I don't know anyone in the cast.
Ice Cube's
At
son
least
is
in
in
the
there.
first.
That's about it. And Ray
Well, I don't
Liotta.
know Ice Cube's son. I mean,
Well, he was in
at least
Straight Outta Compton. And I think Godzilla and Kong. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
doesn't do much for me. At least the Lake Placid is Bill Pullman, who I like, and I don't know anybody in the cast that to really go on to. And also the effects.
Kerry Russell.
Look, okay, I'm indifferent on her.
Okay, that's cool.
And also, the effects was like shit. And I know Lake Placid was in the 90s. It's 2022, now 2023. At least have the effects look a bit better and use some practical effects in there. I just was like, it's trying too hard to be a cult film instead of being naturally.
All right.
It's like, we make it so bad it's good. I'm like, I don't know. It seems just obnoxious. Like, so bad is good. That's a weird thing to do.
On purpose,
it has to be, to me, more natural and it's more funny.
It's almost like they're afraid to try to make it natural. It's like, we know the effects suck. We know the cast are a bunch of nobodies besides Ray Liotta, but we gotta just throw it out there. And I'm surprised it's going to a theater, which I was surprised about. I mean, and such and everything. I'm glad you liked the Violet Night, by the way.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that work shed scene, man. That was badass, man. Especially with, I never thought I would hear a Bryan Adams Christmas song playing under badassery like that. Oh man, he was going to town. My goodness, with a fucking hammer. See, that's what Terry Crews should have did in that shitty John Henry movie. But his bitch ass didn't want to do that shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's also directed by the same lady that did Charlie's Angels 2019. So that kind of makes
really?
me here as well.
Uh-oh, I didn't know that. That's a red flag, and that's the case. No. But didn't she direct that Power Rangers movie? Or she only starred in that?
No, she was in it. She didn't direct it.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right, man. That's a red flag. And now I don't like the film. She'll get mad, start yelling at everybody on the internet like she did with Charlie's Angels. You don't like the movie because a vagina directed it. So, well, I love vagina, but it's nothing more to it. I mean, I don't know. The whole thing. Yeah. Well, look up the trailer to 65. It's not that bad. It's something about it made me think of a little bit of Oblivion, because the weapon that Adam Driver has is like Tom Cruise's ray gun from Oblivion. So he must have stolen from Tom Cruise. He crashes on some planet, finds a kid, and he's went back through time, and there's like dinosaurs. So he's shooting dinosaurs in the face with lasers. So, okay. Hopefully that's the whole movie. It's not just one or two scenes, but see what happens with that.
Okay, let me answer this one. I call BS on that. I think it delivered. I don't know what people were expecting. The initial launch had Buddy, but it's been fixed with patches. Combat is fun. It's spooky. It's atmospheric. It's lengthy. It's got great dodging and fight mechanics. And when you dodge in, it really feels like you're in the fight and combat, like you're really doing something. And each time you annihilate a creature, you're tearing it to pieces with this stun baton, but it's like a big old baseball bat, tearing off arms, heads. Josh Duhamel does a great job. He's an underrated actor, and I think it's a pretty good project he's in.
I think he's going back into the movies because sadly he's in a J-Lo movie in the new year for Amazon. Some movie, I guess, I think it's rated R, but the trailer looks like it's so fucking weak of rated R, where him and J-Lo are getting married on this island, and bad guys come to the island, and they both got to kick the bad guys' asses. But it seems like J-Lo's kicking more ass with her giant culo more than Josh Duhamel. It's just too bad. I mean, who knows? Maybe the movie be more than to it. I don't know. But that's a trailer. I forgot the name of it, though. If anyone knows the name of it. I know he's doing that sometime in January. That's coming out. And such. Wow.
And yes, I did on the channel play one of them. It was called House of Ashes. That was part of the Dark Pictures anthology. And House of Ashes I played.
Yeah, with Kochek's grandson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, that was a
Badass
fun
kid.
game.
Oh yeah, you know what I saw the day before yesterday? I didn't mind it, but I had the same problems you had with the film. I finally saw Carter.
Okay,
I didn't mind
cool.
it, but I didn't mind it. I don't know where I put it in my favorites list. I mean, it might be an honorable mention. It might be on the lower list because the cliffhanger ending, the lead guy, this whole twisting and whatnot. But a lot of crazy action. I would say fuck Michael Bay, fuck Zack Snyder. All this talk about ambulance. I did see ambulance. I wasn't too big on ambulance. And
Hmm.
the drone shots in Carter blows it to smithereens. I'm telling you, crazy shit. Another skydiving shootout and whatnot. Very good stuff.
Hmm.
I would say the director of that film, if they ever do a live action House of Ashes, give him House of Ashes. I would like to see what he would do with House of Ashes. Because just the way he
But
does
they
it,
won't, because
damn,
that film gets like a 5.1 on IMDb.
yeah. And it,
I
it,
only
it,
the,
I don't even know if it's even going to get a follow up because really, I mean,
yeah, it's not that bad of a movie.
yeah. I know that there's another Korean sci-fi action film. I saw a trailer to today. Something called Jong E. It involves like
Haven't
AI
heard
and
of it.
stuff. As a trailer, it's like a little teaser they showed today or whatnot. It's supposed to be from the same director, the guy who did that Train to Busan. I can't pronounce that name. That movie.
Busan.
But yeah, the same director who did that film. He's doing that one.
Okay.
I think Jung E dash E. So it's like an
Okay.
artificial woman, I guess, killing everybody or something. I don't know. The trailer is a very, you can say, intriguing trailer because you don't know what exactly is gonna happen. But you know the director's work. I
Hmm.
guess you're a fan with the director and such and everything.
So let me answer this real quick, as is another super chat. Thank you so much for that. Uh, frame by frame, I don't get that at all. I played the game for 5 hours. For the first 2 hours, I did not die at all once I knew what was to do. All it is for those who haven't played it, you have a controller, right? If enemies coming at you, you hold left, and when it comes, he'll dodge. And you hold right. If it comes at you, you automatically dodge. Uh, and it's about timing and getting the right strike. It's actually very intuitive. It's actually very solid. I think it's better than Last of Us fight mechanic. And I have no idea what you're talking about by clunky. Again, I just uploaded a part one playthrough, and for those who see it, I wasn't doing that bad with the dodging. I was dodging very fine, frame by frame, the parts up, the first part alone. I do have some fights in there. I saw no clunkiness at all, so I don't know where this clunky business. Maybe you need to play it with it's patched. I played that, but I saw none of the clunkiness. I'm sorry, man, but thank you for the super chat. But again, I know everyone's like, I don't give a shit, but I just answered just super chat. But
I'm listening. I'm
yeah,
being
I
polite.
know.
I'm saying thank you to the people giving my brother from another mother, some money, so he has some money to put stuff under his tree or whatnot, or fill up his stocking or whatnot.
I don't know what you mean by on rails. On rails means like it's moving for you. I don't get what on it's like an on rail shooter. I'm actually having control of it. So again, teach their own. I don't know what you mean by on rails. I didn't feel that at all. But yeah,
Well,
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry
Thank you
Christmas.
for that.
Well, anybody out there who speaks Spanish, Feliz Navidad. That means Merry Christmas. There you go.
Fuck The Last of Us. How about that? Overhyped, overrated.
Oh yeah, that's getting a HBO show now with the guy. What's his name from Mandalorian and
Yeah,
I forgot. I can't remember. I forgot the actor. The guy looked like young Burt Reynolds. He was in that Nicolas Cage film.
yeah, I know. I forgot his name
And we
too.
all forgot his name.
Uh,
We'll put in oh man, it's too bad he's not a decent actor. Yeah, that now he's playing the lead. But I don't like HBO shows because it drags on, and then while the show's ending, that's when shit starts happening. When the episode's end, right? The last couple of seconds. That's why I get mad about HBO when they do their shows and whatnot. And everything.
and yeah, I said fuck The Last of Us. I know Effie doesn't know what
I
they
know,
do
I
shit, but I'm gonna say
know.
That shooting in that game is annoying as hell. The shooting in the game I played was a lot more fun, and you're beating the shit. That's more fun. Fuck The Last of Us.
There you go.
If people like it, that's cool.
That's
it's
cool.
fun.
And that was from Cody.
Nice
Listen,
play.
and folks, that was from not from Matt or Rambo Rock. That was from Cody Santana right there, because he has the Cody Santana hat. Yeah, Pedro Pascal. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, he's the whatever in The Last of Us. Yeah, but whatnot. Thank you. There you go. Oh man. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help you had a shitty sequel that you fucked all the characters up, and The Last of Us 2 has a steroid lady who's like, we're supposed to feel sorry for her, but she killed the main character. But because she's a steroid woman, that means, we got to root for her. So that definitely butchered the first game. And you also have these creatures that are like hard to kill, and like they kill you in one hit. I don't know.
So there's no more zombies. There's no more zombies in Last of Us. Wow, you took the zombies out.
There are zombies, but then there's creatures that are like kill you in one hit. I don't know, cheap ass bullshit.
Yeah.
But I have more fun with Callisto Protocol. That's just me. Yeah, the last of Crouch. Yeah, because you crouch the whole fucking game. The whole fucking game you're crouching.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it's not fun to play. Callisto Protocol was fun to play. Because Callisto Protocol was like a beat 'em up, like back to the day of the Final Fight days. But you have like a horror gore stuff and Josh Duhamel. That's why I liked it. But that's me.
I always wish that guy got more work, because I actually he was one of the best things at Terroristas, I remember, Josh Duhamel.
Yeah.
The only one I haven't seen that he did was that one movie with Vincent D'Onofrio. Was it Fight Fire with Fire? I heard that was okay.
Fire with Bruce Willis. Yeah,
Bruce Willis.
It's all right.
Yeah. Well, I did give that one a watch. And whatnot. I got to watch about... Because I'm almost done on my favorites. I gotta watch, because I got 10 films so far. I want to see Nope, and I want to see if I can find Beavis and Butthead, the Outer Space. I gotta see if I
Do
find
the Universe.
Do the Universe. Yeah, I want to find that. I want to watch those two. Then I'm ready to do everything and everything like that. Wow.
I don't give a shit about realism. It's a game. I want fun. I want fun over realism. That's what I'm one of my games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willy Hat. I don't know what a Willy Hat is. Yeah, I guess it is. Someone that said look like Joe Pesci from Home Alone.
No, it's it reminded me of Cody Santana look when you did the Cody Santana character. Remember, for you doing Scarface, Al Cappuccino. Remember? That's it reminds me of. I see that hat there. Hey, you got your hat. I got my hat. Hold on.
All right. It is a hat with a dick on it.
Okay.
Or one of those hats that has hands that clap when you pull the string. Hip Hop Locos. Don't bring the dildo. You're gonna go blind if you do that.
Yeah. What up? Shit. It is actually good if you have a bald head, because it fits much better. The wool cap, I notice when I wear that, it's something weird starts happening. It starts getting puffy up here, or either that, or it starts sliding and it goes into your eyes. This one doesn't do that. Anyway, I'll take this off. I feel kind of weird with the sunglasses on. But here's what I was wearing before. And they're like that.
Yeah, don't be like Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, right? It remind me of almost. It looks like a do-rag, like one of those do-rags that you use that puts it like that. Forget it. Or one of those.
I mean, with the sunglasses.
Yeah, with sunglasses. True, yeah, with the sunglasses. But I bet you guys can have a drinking game if you look at all his straight-to-video posters. It said it would also Blade. There's a lot of fucking sunglasses. That's it. Oh God. So what do you think of my hat, yo? Come on, people, talk to me. That's it. That's it. Oh man. Let's see. What was I?
Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of questions. I apologize, people. It's going to be impossible to get through all of them, so I'll get to what I can. It's the best I can do.
A lot of video game questions too?
No, just a lot of questions of everything.
Yeah.
Who hat?
Well, thank you.
Has fire.
Okay.
On the UK, it's called Willy hats. I did not know that.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, over here, I think over here they call it a wool cap or ski cap. I don't know what they call this one. No. That's right.
Sunglasses.
That's right. Yeah. I can wear it on a sunny day. When it's summertime, I can wear this. But if I wear this when I'm like this here, after a while, my eyes start bothering me a little, so I take the shit off or whatnot. I'm probably gonna end up taking this off soon. It's gonna end up making me sweat. Oh god. Oh man. It looks like this thing is lopsided, but it's not. It's straight. I don't know why it looks like that. Oh god. There you go. Oh man. I've seen some trailers. Are you looking? What are your thoughts on the new Mission Impossible, Matt? That's a two-parter finale.
I mean, I don't know. I like the last two, and Tom Cruise. Other than the Mummy, his track record has been pretty decent recently.
Okay.
So I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but you see, it seems like they're going back to the well a little bit because you have the guy from the very first Mission Impossible, the one that met him at the place where he threw the gum and it blew up. He shows up in the trailer.
Well, because it's supposed to be the last one, so I'm sure that's why.
Yeah, I think he's going back to the same location that the first movie took place in. Because I see the same. I don't know, maybe. So I don't know if it's gonna be, Mission Impossible's greatest hits or something or whatnot. Well, one day I'm gonna revisit a whole bunch of them. I mean, I saw part 3 in the theater. I remember not minding part 3. Sadly, I never saw 4, which I know you're gonna say thank God. I heard it's pretty bad. But the two after that, I heard was pretty good and such and everything.
Yeah, Road Nation, Fallout. I thought those were really good.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Did you hear about the whole thing about
Jennifer Lawrence? Yeah, she's an idiot.
Oh, that's a given. I know that. I didn't say she is an idiot. You heard she's trying to retract. She's trying to retract the statement now, but that's not what I meant.
I'm sure.
Oh, but yes, that's what you meant. Stop lying. Stop lying. There's no lying. You lied. You didn't do your research before you open your mouth. I'm surprised if Viola Davis didn't say nothing. But again, she's younger. Like I don't know how old Viola Davis is. She probably said, "Excuse me, you never heard of Pam Grier? Hello? What the fuck?" Yeah.
Trying to find both her brain cells, I guess.
Yeah, that's why that woman to me, I don't buy. I never found her that attractive. I don't think she's that talented. I believe. I know
her brain cells probably squirted out of her cooch while sucking off Harvey Weinstein in the balls.
Probably. She looked like she probably swallowed and go balls deep. But anyway,
that's how she thought she could get brain cells from there.
Balls deep.
That's where they come from, in the semen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there is no brain cells in the semen.
Yes,
otherwise, many of us would be Albert fucking Einstein.
Yeah.
So you can't. That's not how you get brain cells. Sorry. It's not it. Sorry.
I know it was.
If it is, there'd be a lot of smart hookers.
Somebody left in the comments. I seen someone left a comment on the bottom of that video, something about that they felt in Silver Linings Playbook, which is a good one. It was a good one that somebody felt in Silver Linings Playbook. The reason she got the Oscar for that is because there was no acting required. Somebody said, "Be yourself. Just act. Be the way you are with us behind the camera, Jenny. Come on, act like that." She was a bitch in that fucking movie. My God. That's what she's
Jenny around the block.
Jenny in the block with a block in her head. Oh man. Yeah. You heard that now the Rock is on the outs now. He doesn't want to do no more DC movies and whatnot. Of course.
Good.
The box office spoke for itself. I mean, come on. That's it.
Good.
Box office spoke for itself. Hang back and regroup. That's it. Hang back, man. That's it.
Why do I want to see him in more DC movies? Why would I?
Yeah. I saw Black Adam. I mean, it's not good, but I don't know. I looked at it. It's a short movie. I can say that. It's short. It's just, I've been there, done that. Last Action Hero. Sadly, I would rather watch that than Samaritan, because Samaritan had very slow spots in it and such and everything. And I saw it for free because now it's on streaming now for free and the HBO and stuff. So I didn't pay no dime for it and whatnot. Mhm.
Thoughts on Spielberg saying he regrets Jaws? He regrets his big movie, all because of people hunted sharks because of it. Well, I mean, people were hunting sharks before, and they're going to hunt sharks after, and it's their fault. It's not the movie's fault.
I know there's an older interview from 2008. I think it's on the Crystal Skull DVD that Spielberg did not want to do Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That Harrison Ford went after him about it, and then Harrison Ford went to George Lucas, and George Lucas had to talk him into doing part 4. And then ultimately, they did a lot of ideas, and we got the movie we got. You know,
You think stars give a fuck about you?
yeah, they swallow your whole, and not your asshole, but the whole thing. That's it. There was a comedian named David Brenner. He said a funny story, a funny bit. He said, you know when sharks bite you, they bite and then they let you go? Because as soon as you get bitten, you shit yourself. And then they go, poof. That's what he said, David Brenner. He was saying that. It was an HBO thing from way back. He said, when the shark bites you and you let it go because you shit your pants, and that's it. The shark don't want to eat your shit. That's it. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I can't blame him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Oh.
But yeah, we got like 100 like questions. I don't even know what to get to next, so I'll do what I can, folks.
Yeah, do what you can, you know.
Has every seen Abraxas?
Is that
The
the
Jesse
one?
Ventura movie?
Oh, with him and Sven Thorsen, right?
Yeah.
I think years ago, maybe on cable. Yeah, it's a low rent Terminator ripoff. Yeah, and what I barely remember it. I mean, that's a movie.
Not much to remember.
Exactly. I mean, that's a movie that I think the backstory on it might be interesting because it's funny. It's a Terminator ripoff, and you got two guys who's known for working with Arnold a lot, Jesse Ventura and Sven Thorsen, and whatnot. That'd be interesting.
And Belushi is in it.
I forgot he's in that one. Really?
Wow. Like a cameo.
Wow.
Another guy who worked with Arnold.
That's very interesting. As I'm saying, someone's got to talk about that one day. I don't know. Maybe Vinegar Syndrome will grab it and do something with it. Maybe Michael Felcher will do something with that. But Red Shirt Pictures. Don't give it to that Justin Laser Beam, whatever his fucking name is, for that River Pictures.
I think a lot more movies deserve more than Abraxas. Like,
I know. I know. I'm just out of curiosity. Like you always say that, you know, a bad movie.
Yeah.
They have some backstory to it, whether it be good or bad. You know, maybe Arnold saw the script today. Arnold said, "Do the guy a favor. He's not a girly man. Come on, Jesse. Come on, Sven. Jim, go and help them too. Be in the movies." Maybe just like that.
James Momoa is not playing Lobo anymore because James Gunn went in and just completely changed the DC because he wants to get away from the Zack Snyder stuff, and people are pissed at him about it.
But I have a question about. I have a strange question about that. Why would they trust James Gunn with such a big responsibility if the Suicide Squad didn't make no money? I mean, I love the Suicide Squad. Don't get me wrong, but I just find it funny they get him. Wow.
Because the Guardians of the Galaxy films made money because, like, a lot of people like the Suicide Squad. I think they bombed because you had a previous film that was crap and had the same title.
Okay. Similar to what happened with this, then, right? Yeah, of course.
Who would you rather trust, James Gunn or J.J. Abrams?
I'll go with James. I'll put my money on James and such.
Because J.J. Abrams was doing that Superman, Black Superman movie, where the hell it was.
Oh yeah.
It's he already killed he killed Star Wars, he killed Star Trek. Do you want him to kill Superman again?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Nah.
I think Superman suffered enough after Zack Snyder, right? So I mean, why not? I find it interesting. He made a statement about he wants a younger actor for Superman, right? But he says it's not an origin movie. So I'm trying to figure out what does that mean, you know? But I'll be curious.
Because they want to do like a 10, 12 year, so they want an actor that won't be 60 by the time that's over, or 70. So they want. So if you get 21 or 22, then by the time that 10 years done, it's 32. And then who knows what will go on after 10 years. But it's not going to last 10 years. They never do.
Yeah, and you gotta remember they didn't even give
Except
Henry. They
Marvel.
didn't even, yeah, they didn't even give Henry Cavill sequels. Really, that's what sucks about it. Really, to let him to grow the character out. You know, they didn't
Well,
need to do that.
well,
Same with
they
Chris
technically did.
Evans. You know,
Batman v Superman.
yeah, yeah,
Look how that turned out.
yeah,
Blame
fucking,
Zack Snyder, folks.
yeah.
Don't blame James Gunn. Blame Zack Snyder.
I'm saving people. Look,
Mopey ass motherfucker.
there's some cat stuck in a tree.
Oh,
Look, look, it's a flood. Somebody wrote help on it. Oh no! Don't be crying.
Mopey
Save
ass
me.
fucking Superman.
Don't be moping up there crying. Soups, come on, save my ass. Say help. Come on. Forget about it. I'll give him the
I
finger.
want Superman, not Super Moper.
Yeah.
Only
He's dry,
Super
and
Moper.
don't forget, he's dry humping Lois a lot too. Because remember, he killed the guy. Remember the whole thing about he kills Zod? It was like, oh, and all of a sudden he kills a guy pointing a gun at Lois without blinking an eye. So Superman could kill.
So he kisses Lois. He kisses Lois Lane in the middle of Skynet demolished. Like Metropolis was like Skynet demolished it. And instead of looking for people, he kisses Lois Lane for 5 minutes.
And it got rebuilt quickly for the ending, right? You see how quickly it got reconstructed? At least he went around the world. That thing you like so much, he did that. I don't know. Oh God! I mean, James Gunn, he's a talent. I'll be curious, but I don't know because now there's talks they don't want Michael Keaton no more, which is sad because Michael Keaton might have been the best thing people might be looking forward to in that shitty Flash movie. Now there's talk they don't want him now. That they want to plug in Ben Affleck. But check it out. They want Ben Affleck involved, right? But they don't want him as Batman. They want him as a director. So it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And then you got this new guy from Discovery, channel who's doing it and stuff, running the show and everything.
Well, let me get to some of these real quick before I forget. We'll get back to that.
Sure.
I'm not sure what this pertains to. It must have been part of the conversation we're talking about.
What is it?
And damage as well. I'm not sure what that's referring to, Frame, but from you definitely let me know.
Do you mean the Suicide Squad box office? Because I know 2021 it was still not. I mean, 2021 last year we were still not 100% in the theaters. Maybe is that what you're talking about? Maybe it's that.
But there were a couple films that made a bit of money during that time.
I mean, sadly,
not all of them bombed.
I mean, sadly, nobody was the one that got the biggest fuck. Nobody was a very good movie that could have made the money that Violent Night is making now. But I think that happened at the beginning of the pandemic, or maybe I don't remember when nobody came out. I don't know. Nobody got fucked with the. I think
that's what Frame was meaning.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he was meaning.
Okay, cool. Maybe it could be that and everything. That was a fun movie. And everything.
I do think a part of it though is that the stigma of Snyderverse was pretty stank.
Yeah,
at the most divisive.
Yeah,
at the most divisive.
Yeah, some people loved it. It's either you love it or you hate it. I washed my hands of Army of the Dead. That was the last. That was the straw that it didn't burn the bridge. It exploded the bridge. So that was the last. Like bye Zack Snyder. You couldn't make a kick-ass. You couldn't make a kick-ass zombie.
I thought you said burn the bitch.
Either way, the bitch, the bridge, the crotch, the vagina, it destroyed everything. That's it. Yeah, let me take this off. Starting to sweat bullets now. Bald head, air. There you go.
And then thank you for the super chat, Jesse. I'm glad you enjoy Excessive Force. I like finding gems like that where you missed out as a kid and find later in life. Merry Christmas. First off, thank you, Jesse. He was the one who requested that. I really appreciate it. Feel free for anyone who wants to do that, keep doing it. And Excessive Force was a lot of fun. Sadly, there's no Blu-ray for it. The DVD that I could find, definitely not in the U.S. And I really enjoyed it. I heard middling things about it, but I'm glad to finally see it. And I don't know how the picture quality of the DVD is, if it's worth a crap or not.
On YouTube, I did revisit the film, and I gotta say I loved it the second time, watching it years later and whatnot. Thomas Ian Griffith, I mean, he's wow. Like I think I mentioned to you, I said that sadly that type of character, that cop, we would never see in a film again. Like we will never see Dirty
True.
Harry again. We will never see a character like
Well, yeah,
like
Bear
that.
Hills Cop 4.
Well, that, I guarantee he won't be as badass as this guy. Forget it. Like I can see like in the same universe because they both came out the same year. Like if Thomas Ian Griffith's character Terry McCain teamed up with Jeff Speakman's Jake Barrett on Street Night, that'd be a fucking ultimate beat 'em up movie right there. Those two guys teaming up together, forget it, and everything. Like we would never see cops like Seagal's Nico Toscani. We would never see, Mason Storm or Gino. Sadly, again, unless a filmmaker grows a pair of balls and attaches it on real tight, it's crazy. But I love the film. Watching it again, it's too bad it doesn't have but there's two versions on YouTube. There's one that's a VHS rip, and there's one that the quality looks a little bit better on. So I don't know if that's from a DVD or what, and everything like that.
Yeah.
But Thomas Ian Griffith, and he knocked it out the park with that one. I mean, I've seen a few of his other films. I hope somebody requests some of the other ones so you could give them a watch, like Cracker Jack or Behind Enemy Lines he did with Jeff Mulkey. And I'm curious to hear you revisiting Hollow Point and whatnot. And everything. That's one I'm curious about maybe giving another shot to and whatnot.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah. And everything. I think he did a film. He did a film with Rutger Hauer and whatnot, where he's like a cop looking for his brother's killer, and Rutger Hauer is this guy working with the mob, dealing with organs, black market with organs and stuff. And what I forgot the name of that movie though, but that's another one he did. But he didn't have that much of a track record, sadly. I guess he saw the writing on the walls and whatnot. Seems like a nice guy. I've seen him in interviews and such, and everything like that. I'd be curious if someone could talk to him. I think he'd be willing to talk about this film because he wrote it, he produced it, Yeah,
I'm surprised he hasn't been on Scott Adkins' show. Unless he did, I missed it.
No, he hasn't been on there. No, Scott, I wonder how Accident Man 2 did because Scott Adkins put a lot of work in making the rounds because he was everywhere. Yeah. He was in Viking Samurais. He was in a fun podcast with this other dude who does podcasts, Bruce Willow. That was a hilarious. They both were fanboying out on movies and whatnot. That was a lot of fun and everything like that. On a side note, did you hear that Michael Jai White did it again?
Yeah, no. He said Jackie Chan could beat Bruce Lee.
I like the fact Jackie Chan shut it down quickly. Would you beat Bruce Lee? No, he was the best. He's good, the best. That's what the question. Yeah, no question. He's the best.
Yeah, I know Michael Jai. He does that a lot. Michael Jai.
He's trying to shoot himself in the foot too much now, dude. I mean, God damn. He does have a funny Steven Seagal story I did see today while he was working on Exit Wounds. You saw that one too? Something about the director told him, look, if you punch him in the face, we can do everything with his dome. We don't need him. How he went to Joe Silver. He told Joe Silver, and they all keep looking back, see if they see Steven. Look, if you make it 1, 2, 3 there, no one's gonna hold you responsible. Then he called his agent, told his agent the whole thing. Well, Michael, you could, it won't hurt your career. I said, you too? When Steven Seagal did the fight with him, Seagal was nervous, as he should be, because Michael, he could fuck him up, and everything. He did mention that Seagal is not the most pleasant person to work with, so maybe that's why everybody wanted to see him go. It's crazy though.
But yeah, Excessive Force is a fun movie. It's definitely worth a watch if you guys like 90s type of action films. Yeah. Definitely a fun one.
You got action, you got fighting, you got a badass lead with cool one-liners. You got titties. Yes, remember back in the days when there were titties in movies and action movies? Yes, it wasn't just important. You got titties. And Vlad TV is your bad guy. Not the best villain, but still, it's cool to see him there and whatnot. Tony Todd is doing a good job in the acting, too. Good stuff. And everything.
So let me get to a few others. Thanks once again, Hopium. Very nice of you. Do you think Avatar 2, after that film, will directors continue this trajectory of making films needlessly overlong? Even slashers are going down that path. Yeah, because there was a slasher called Terrifier 2 that was 2.5 hours long.
Oh, yeah, that's the one you said that doesn't make up its mind, right? Because it wants to be Henry, but it wants to be Friday the 13th. I know that's the one you did a video on.
The first Terrifier.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that. You said it's like it wants to be a slasher,
so, yeah.
but then it wants to be Henry. It's like, which is it? You know, don't pick a fucking.
Yeah, the first Terrifier.
Yeah, then the second one.
I have no interest. I have no interest in seeing a 2.5-hour movie like that. And I mean, to answer your question, James Cameron said his first cut for Avatar 3 is 9 hours long.
Wow.
His first cut for Avatar 3 is 9 hours long. So, yes, it's going to continue. Because Avatar 2 is still making money.
Like I said, it's getting its legs on its own.
Yeah. All these movies are still making money.
Hmm.
The longer Marvel films, like Avengers and Endgame, made money. The Batman, it made some money, not as much as it should have, but it still made... It didn't make $1 billion, but it made 800 and some million. I think that's a success. I know some people feel it's a disappointment, but it didn't completely bomb.
Yeah, man, they still got Matt Reeves in the loop, so they still want to do another one. But I think what they're doing with that, which I thought was pretty smart from what I heard, they want to separate it away from this whole shitstorm of DCU and multi-universe shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Patterson's movie is going to be on its own, so just leave it on its own, let it breathe. And hell, go for an R if possible. Just to say.
But to answer your question, it will continue. They don't make longer films. Every film has to be like 2.5, 3 hours, or at least a good chunk of them.
Yeah. Unless if it's really well written that you don't notice the pace, then it's different sometimes. But that's far in between though. But
Aliens is a long film, but that's well made and
Even I was watching Revisiting Christine. That's a long film too. It's 2 hours, but you're into the story. If you're into the story, you can overlook everything. But if you're not into it, then the movie's in trouble. That's what lies the problem.
I want to give a thank you to Angry. That's really nice. He didn't have any comment, just sent that. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much, man.
There you go. Got more money. More money sticking in your Christmas stocking now. There you go.
Merry Christmas. Hope you're keeping warm the best you can. As I was saying, thank you. Doing the best I can.
And ditto to you too.
25 mile per hour winds and 18 degrees.
Yeah.
So doing the best I can.
Even on the East Coast, we're having the same problem. Goodness, ice. Forget about it. Oh man.
And sorry about the other people. I want to get to these because I don't want to forget because it's the least I can do. But they're sending them in. Bobby, thank you for that. Least favorite McDonald's foods. Interesting.
I would say with me, I've never been the biggest fan of McRib. The McRib sandwich. I know a lot of people love the McRib, but I never got it. Never got me. How about you, Matt?
Yeah, me neither. I was never a big McRib guy.
Yeah.
But I would say fish. I'm not a fish guy.
I don't mind
the fish sandwich.
I don't mind the fish. I mean, once in a while. It's not my go-to. I mean, when I go to McDonald's,
I know you don't mind fish.
Yeah, fish. Hey, who doesn't want fish? Yeah, the triangle. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, right. Not that kind of. Yeah, filet. There you go. What they say in Spanish, bacalao. Let's see. I
can never do the fish sandwich.
I remember the double fish was good. That I didn't mind. The one at Burger King, the fish sandwich, I'm not too crazy about that one because it's just too much. It's like this big and it's like lettuce all over the place and a lot of tartar sauce. It falls apart when you eat it. And sometimes the fish tastes like the McDonald's fish has a better taste. So if that makes any sense. And whatnot. Okay. I'm more of a McNugget guy, even since I was a kid. That was always my thing. McNuggets and stuff like that.
Is that like fake chicken? Is that real chicken or no? It's
white
fake chicken, but I like it as well.
It's white meat, I know it's white meat. That's all it is, man.
Still like it. I still like the taste of it.
I mean, between the McDonald's nuggets and the Wendy's nuggets, it's a tough competition for me because the Wendy's nuggets are more crispier. I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
The one at Popeyes.
I love McDonald's. The one McDonald's just tastes better to me.
Did you ever try the Popeyes nuggets? They're really like this.
No.
Really? You never tried? Wow.
They don't have Popeyes around here.
They need to get one. You need to get one.
I wish.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If I hit lotto, I'll open a Popeyes over there for you. Don't worry. That's it.
Sounds good.
You have a good discount. Get the chicken sandwiches and everything. That's it. Oh man, that's it. Okay, what's your favorite McDonald's food, Matt? Wait, ask this question first, I guess.
I'll answer your question first. After
Okay.
my favorite food. I'll lay that on so I don't forget. My favorite meal or my favorite food?
For McDonald's, whatever you prefer.
French
McDonald's.
fries.
Okay, that's cool.
But other than that, the chicken sandwich, the
McChickens?
No, the one that's a bit higher price. I forget what it was called. The
deluxe?
No, it's just a chicken sandwich, but it's more thicker of a chicken. Like the McChicken's $1. That's like cheap. The one that's like, I forget, crispy chicken sandwich.
Well, that's
the
a good
crispy
one.
chicken sandwich.
They're becoming popular ever since Popeyes. Now everybody's doing. The KFC stole one. They got one too. I know Popeyes came out with the blackened one, which they don't have no more, which is too bad. That's like a barbecue one, very good and everything. Me, I would say, we'll see. We're talking sandwich. I actually don't mind the double quarter pounder, but I'm very finicky about quarter pounders. I don't like the McDonald's onions. I don't like those onions. I usually have to take out the onions, put cheese, pickles, ketchup, a little bit of mayonnaise on it, maybe a little cheese. So I eat it that way. That's why I like double quarter pounder.
I just did it plain, everything plain.
Oh, you don't do cheese?
I can do cheese, or bacon. But other than that, I just rather have it plain.
The bacon,
cheese, baby bacon.
The bacon, I always had a bad experience with, even with the Burger King ones with the bacon, because sometimes the bacon, I don't know what it is, but it looked green one time. I don't know, it was a bacon that wasn't cooked right or something. So I avoid the bacon, man. Forget it. And then I'd be running to the bathroom with the bacon.
Well, I think if a bacon isn't cooked right, it shouldn't look green. I don't think that was some alien bacon, maybe.
Or maybe it could be. It could be like the one of the episodes of Married with Children when Al was working in the burger place with Pauly Shore and whatnot. Look, you put in the special sauce on top of the tomatoes, and you're taking the color off the tomatoes. Maybe it's one of those type of things. Whatever sauce.
Maybe some other kind of sauce.
I don't know, man. It's making the color come off the bacon. I don't know.
Some other kind of mayonnaise.
No, don't say that, please. Don't say that.
Mayonnaise.
Now you're gonna traumatize me. Now I'm gonna have to look at it and say, "What the fuck is this?"
I never eat mayonnaise, so I don't care. I don't like mayonnaise at all. So I never eat it.
All right, we don't. Not even with tuna fish.
Yeah, you eat mayonnaise.
Not even tuna fish.
I don't like tuna fish.
Oh, you're not a tuna fish guy. Okay, so you're not a fish guy or not. Okay, fine. Okay.
I'm a chicken guy.
A chicken guy. Okay. Chicken pussy. Go ahead, man.
But Hopium, thank you so much for that. He asks, okay, you like Borat, but you find Sacha Baron Cohen incredibly unlikable. Do you find it funny? No, just like Sacha Baron Cohen, I find very unlikable. I don't really like much of anything he's been in. Borat, I thought, I was never big on it like other people were. Like I said, I just find him very unlikable, very unfunny. There's other comedians I prefer over him.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the movie once. I do feel it's a little overrated. I got a few chuckles, but it's not a film I want to rewatch. And plus, sad note, I got ridiculed a lot when that movie came out because at the time that movie was out, I actually had longer hair, believe it or not. And when I let my mustache go, a lot of people used to call me Borak.
Really?
Yeah. When I had hair, believe me, I had longer hair before it started thinning out, and I had a mustache come out. So I got accused of being a Borak lookalike. So yeah, I was like, yeah, fuck that guy.
But you don't look anything like Borat.
But could you see me in my bald head? That's why. Imagine me with longer hair. My hair was a little curlier, short, like the way he has his in the movie. I have a mustache.
Your face looks nothing like Borat.
I know, but people, they were assholes. Because when I grew my hair out, everybody was always saying, "Cut it, you like Borat, cut it." Until my baldness kicked in, then I took it off, and that was it. But hey, that was the ridicule I caught when that movie came out. Shit. I'm glad that he got sued though, because I know he cost a lot of people a lot of jobs because of the lies he did by doing that shit and whatnot. I'm glad that also he didn't get the chance to do his Queen movie because he was up for Freddie Mercury to play that
Yeah.
character. Thankfully, they didn't deal with him, so that's good and whatnot. I think Scott Adkins beats him up in one of those movies. I forgot which one was it. You gotta get your bloody
Oh
head
yeah.
kicked in. Like, Scott Adkins kicks
It's
his
a
ass.
Now Whole Lie is a pretty terrible movie. I
Yeah,
forget what the hell it's called, but
yeah. That had
it's Mark Strong is in it, I think,
yeah, Mark Strong is in it.
and
Yeah.
they're brothers. And there's a lot of like dick in it and or penis and
Well,
it's this really stupid fucking
well,
humor.
well, that's the thing that Sasha Cohen loves dicks. Because remember when he threw his dick on top of Eminem during that award show? It was publicity.
Yeah.
I don't know. Eminem looked pretty pissed. I doubt if it was
Throw a
publicity.
dick in his own mouth.
Yeah, he landed his face in Eminem's seat or something, and like that. Crazy.
He can land on a bus.
Well, maybe that's what the next plan. That'll be the next movie. Sasha Baron Cohen gets run over. That's it. Oh man.
But thank you, Frame by Frame. Tell Effrey about K-12 or Euphoria. I don't know how to explain those movies. Like K-12, I don't know how to explain the movie. It's some girl who tries to sing and is like going from elementary, even though she's 20 years old, to like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a shitty version of Before the Wall with some teeny bopper.
I think you did an epic rant on that. I remember the K-12. Yeah. The other one, I don't know, sounds familiar. Did you rant on that one too?
Euphoria is a TV show starring the lady that can act from Spider-Man. What's her name? MJ, but not MJ.
Oh, what's Kristen Dunst?
Zendaya.
Oh, Kristen Dunst. Okay.
No, Zendaya.
Oh, Zendaya. Oh, Zendaya. Oh, I think I heard of that.
The
Yeah.
other MJ can act.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I heard about that one.
It's about a bunch of underage people going through, and every 5 minutes is sex. There's a lot of underage people doing sex. Played by 20-year-olds, but you have like a bunch of guys' dicks being shown on TVs and talking about underage sex every 5 minutes.
Of course, you can't show vaginas and tits and stuff. You can show a bunch of dicks and balls, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Harvey Weinstein's favorite show.
Probably, yeah. Oh, man.
That's all it is. There's no story. It's just a lot of
So it's trying to
So
it's trying to be like that show that MTV used to have back in the day. Remember with teenagers in college and a lot of famous actors were in it. Went out to do it. I forgot the name of that show they had. It was like an adult show that MTV had back in the 90s. That had Christina Hendricks in an early role, Brandon Rouths in an early role in that before he got Superman Returns. I wish I knew the name of it. Shit, I know somebody probably knows it down below. It was on MTV when MTV was cool in the 90s. It came on, I think, at 11 o'clock, of course, because of sex and shit and whatnot and everything. I forgot the name of it, though. And such. Somebody will remember it.
Oh, wow. Thank you, man. Very kind of you. Wow. Thank you for that. I subscribe to your Patreon. Thank you. Not sure if you've seen the message. I did see it. I did read your request on wanting to know my thoughts on leaving Neverland.
Oh.
And I did record that.
Ooh. That's going to be a lot of yelling. A lot of screaming. Yes. That's gonna be epic. Thank you for requesting that. Matt, that movie needs to, that documentary needs to get his ass ripped out. Yes, of course. Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll give a little preview.
Okay.
Because it's $20, the least I can do.
Okay.
That documentary is full of BS and lies.
Of course.
The two guys, Wade Robson, one of those guys, that was his name. How many lies can be told where you can tell is BS? I mean, how about the fact that, number one, these two guys said there's this train, and it started in 1989, that Michael would do all this at this train station. 89 to 92.
Wow.
The train station didn't get built until 1993.
So how
or the fact in there was a year where one of them said that Michael did a performance at the Grammys in New York, and he was getting molested. Only problem is Michael was not at that Grammys. He was in the previous year, which wasn't in New York. He was in Los Angeles. So apparently he didn't remember what city he was in, what year it happened, but yet he has all these quote details. Or the fact that the whole documentary is like he's burning all the stuff he got from Michael Jackson. The guy sold it in 2011 on eBay to get money. No, an auction.
He just keeps on dropping himself deeper and deeper and deeper into the shit. Wow.
Or they said that Michael taught them to hate women. Here's the thing. A year or two later, one of them was dating his niece, Brandy Jackson, for 7 years.
One of them was dating Michael Jackson's niece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandy Jackson.
Okay.
For 7 years.
Wow.
Even though Michael did all this stuff to him, supposedly, even though Michael, quote, taught them to hate women, but was okay with dating Jackson's niece for 7 years, who Jackson knew and didn't say anything. Or how about the stuff that was re-edited where, oh, Michael Jackson left these faxes saying how much I love this kid. Unbeknownst, because they didn't show this, that was edited because he sent faxes to the whole family. I love the dad. I love the mom. I hope you guys are having a good time. Or Michael Jackson bought this house to keep us silent. No, years before all this happened, you asked for a loan, and Michael Jackson gave you the loan, and then even asked you to pay it back when he had the money, and you guys wouldn't do it. You wouldn't pay the loan back.
Oh, of course. Oh my God. Well, these are the guys, the one that their mom was known for a lot of criminal acts and scams and whatnot, or was those the first accusers? Because I know there were two accusers, if I'm not mistaken. There was one in the early '90s, which I know Michael regretted. They had Michael Jackson's lawyer on that guy you hate a lot, Vlad TV, folks. If you guys know who that is, he's a short Vlad. Yeah, DJ Vlad. Yeah, he had Michael Jackson's lawyer there. And his lawyer talked about how the biggest mistake Michael Jackson admitted he made was he shouldn't have paid those people off.
It was too naive.
It was too naive to pay those people off, because then he should have not given the money. He should have took the chance and fought for it and whatnot. To fight,
also,
you know.
Sally, Michael Jackson's too naive. Look how he died. He was too naive with his doctor.
Yeah.
He's too naive, trusting his doctor, and his doctor did the BS that got him killed. That's another piece of naivety. I think Jackson was weird. He did two naive things, but I don't think he did what he did. Yeah. Remember the whole thing with he had his baby, and in his naive mind, whether you have the lying teen or just didn't think anything else, hey, look at my baby.
Yeah.
Outsider, what the hell? Look how high the baby is. But Tim, it's like, hey, I'm just showing my baby. He was just too naive because of the way he grew up.
Yeah.
As a kid whose dad was an asshole, and he was the superstar and had no childhood. I think he was too naive, and didn't see the world like we saw it, and was still a kid in his mind.
Yeah.
Also, it's funny, like other things about that. You mentioned the mom. I was thinking of a different thing. One of those two, the mom had said that when Michael Jackson died, she celebrated, right? Because the person who hurt my son is dead. But it was 4 years after that where she was told. So if it was 4 years later you were told, how is it 4 years ago you knew something that you only know 4 years later?
Well, then it goes to show you it's 100% true what they say about this documentary. It's slander. It's just people hating on Michael, pulling things out of their ass. whatnot. This is bullshit.
There's a reason why it kept getting edited. Like you watch the original cut,
Yeah.
it's not the same as the other cut.
In the original
Why?
cut,
If
in the original cut's available to watch, or it's
I'm sure someone has it somewhere, and it's tougher to find.
okay.
But because they kept editing it,
And you could tell it's being edited
why
the
do
way
that?
it's shot, the way it's thrown together. Wow. Oh my god.
Why
It was,
not?
I
Oh,
know.
here's another one. Thank you. They also said in interviews it's not for the money, and then the next day they turn around and try to sue this state, and also they repeat same dialogue in every single interview. Well, they also tried to get book deals, and they went on
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey. And
Yeah.
you think Oprah Winfrey was free? It's not free. You don't think they got nothing for it
Of course.
on Oprah Winfrey?
Yeah. That's it.
Bullshit.
Exactly. Yeah. But I remember hearing that his lawyer mentioned. I'm sorry about that, but I remember hearing that his lawyer told that to DJ Vlad. He said that's one of Michael's biggest mistakes. He shouldn't have given the money to the first accusers. That's one of the biggest mistakes he ever made. He regretted that and said he should not have given the money
against his lawyers.
against his lawyers. He shouldn't have done it.
Naive.
Yeah, man. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, the guy, he had it rough. Okay, he was. Because they say, when you're talented at a very young age and you're at that superstar status, it's dangerous. It's very. That's why a lot of these child stars or singers, they struggle when they get older. They go down a bad path. Look at Britney Spears, for God's sakes, and whatnot and such. You'd be lucky if you have someone in the up and up. Like, look at that. Kurt Russell didn't lose his mind, or Ron Howard, or whatnot. These child stars. So far, thankfully, not Ryan Gosling either, because he was a child star with Mickey Mouse Club and shit. And Young Hercules, he's still on the up and up, I hope, but it's crazy. Crazy business.
But it's like, how many lies need to be told before people go,
you're full of shit.
I wonder if there's something going wrong here. Or like in the documentary, the fictional, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, sci-fi.
They bring up people. Oh, well, he got tired of us and he went for younger people. Like he went for Macaulay Culkin. Meanwhile, Macaulay Culkin denies it and says they're full of shit. And never saw anything.
Even the actor, if anyone remembers the show Webster, Emmanuel Lewis, he was very close to Michael. Even he said that Michael was never like that with him. And him and Michael were like this. They were close and whatnot. But go on, continue. Yeah.
And there was another guy they mentioned, Barnes, I believe. He even said afterward, I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Nothing happened. What are they talking about? How come they didn't talk to me? And then the director said in an interview, well, I didn't talk to them because I didn't feel I needed to. And I didn't want to open up in case of any wounds that they weren't ready. No, you didn't want to talk to them because they would have denied it, and you wouldn't have your fucking propaganda hit piece that got you attention because you made it very dramatic, and you said some bad words, and where if you deny anything or if you say anything against it, you're labeled the same thing the person's accused. So if you say, I mean, we know that's true. If you say, well, wait a minute, is this, well, you must like that too. You must be in the same boat.
Bullshit.
You know that's happened?
Yeah. That's why a lot of people like to what do you call that? Double change their minds, like what do you call it? Like what Terry Crews did. Remember when he said he defended Liam Neeson, then he tried to backtrack. No, I didn't mean. Then he tried to say that. This other bullshit. They don't stand by their guns and everything like that, of course, and everything. But the Michael Jackson,
repeat a lie often becomes the truth.
Exactly. Yeah. But Michael Jackson, I noticed, right, while he was alive, people kept the distance from him or whatnot because all the accusations and stuff, right? As soon as he passed away, I did not see not one person say a bad thing about him once he passed away. Everybody was dancing in the street, like paying homage to him, and he doing all that stuff and everything, moonwalking. Nobody said shit until what? Then these fucking guys come out of nowhere, crawling out of the rock they're hiding under to start this shit. And it's
Because the guy
bullshit.
can't defend himself.
Of course. Of course. It's easy to kick somebody down who can't defend himself. Of course. You know, they didn't do the documentary when he was alive. Yeah, of course. You know?
Again, it's just that leaving Neverland stuff of Michael Jackson, like the amount of bullshit that no one wanted to counteract with. Train station, 80, 89, 87, 89. It didn't get built till 93. Oh, I danced when Michael died because my son is safe. You didn't know till 4 years later. Because the kid admitted he only told you 4 years later. So, what, you knew 4 years in the future? I went to this place while the award show happened in another city a year before, you said. Mm-hmm. Like, how many fucking things? Like, I don't know.
The lie comes to lie.
Uncle Bill. One of the guys from Dead Pit.
Hey, Merry Christmas, man? Merry Christmas, Uncle Bill.
-5 here. Yeah, it was 25-mile-per-hour winds, and it's 18 degrees. So I guess that's better than -5. But again, I don't trust Texas because February 2021 we didn't have power for like 10 days. So I don't trust anything in Texas. So at least 10 days.
I'm in the East Coast over here. I mean, it started up in the 50s in the morning, but then, like I said, by 3 o'clock it went downhill fast. Really, I still hear the wind blowing like crazy outside. Goodness and shit. Oh man, he's in Kentucky, right?
Yep, he's Kentucky.
Kentucky, okay. So he's all the way out there then. Oh, Merry Christmas to you too, Uncle Bill. Yeah.
And he's one of the guys who knew Boyd Holbrook when he was a weed smoker.
Oh yeah, that's right. They call him a Spicoli. Yeah.
It's Spicoli.
Spicoli. He looked like a Spicoli because I revisited, what was it, Walk Among the Tombstones. He's very good in that role. I think he's too good, if you know what I mean, because he's playing somebody who used to. Hey, no acting required, Boyd. Here, just take a couple of this, you know. Don't worry about it. That's it.
No.
He did a movie which he plays a fool in. I forgot the name of it. Some movie called Vengeance or something. It looks like one of those dark comedies or something like that. I don't know. Once again, he looks good because there's no acting required, sadly, dude. I mean, what can you say about a guy who doesn't want to do press for his own movie? That he's the star in for Predators. I mean, The Predator. I'm sorry. I got them both. I get fucked up sometimes. Yeah.
Well, I don't blame you. It ain't worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's cold everywhere, it seems. I'm seeing how everyone's got cold. Hey, for everyone in the chat, tell me what temperature is at where you live. See, it's cold everywhere.
Yeah.
Where's it cold? How cold is it where you're at?
Well, in New York? According to where I'm at right now, it's 12 degrees. And the wind, if I go to my forecast, let's see if I can go to the full forecast here. It is 26 miles per hour. Fucking shit. Jesus. 26 miles an hour wind. It says it feels like -9. That's how windy it is. Aye, there you go. Well, that's cold. Well, there you go. He's in New York too, so he understands. Michael, yeah, there you go. He's in Queens, of course.
Oh, F you, Jedi. Lucky ass.
Where you at? Where are you in Florida?
Not even Florida's getting hit, from what I understand.
Really?
Must be on on Mars or something.
God, I got something crazy. If it's cold over there, you know something's up. Well, Colorado's no joke. I have a friend of mine, a guy I was communicating with or whatnot. He lives in Minnesota. It's cold over there in Minnesota. He's in the low 20s over there in Minnesota. He's all the way out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to. Well, I didn't live in Minnesota, but I used to visit Minnesota when I was in Iowa, but at least they kind of deal with cold, so I think I would think they're a little bit more prepared.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. There you go, Staten Island.
Oh, you're on Staten Island. Okay, I seen the thing, that little tower in the back there. I thought it looked like World's Fair. I thought you were in Queens. And Staten Island. Okay. Island. Okay, I see that globe in the back.
Visit it.
Yeah, I thought maybe he went to World's Fair or something, or whatnot.
Well, he might have visited it.
Well, maybe. Staten Island, yeah, it's colder in Staten Island. I know by the islands, like Long Island and stuff, it's usually colder down there and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, goodness.
We got a president here too.
Oh,
How's it going, sir?
how you doing, Commander in Chief? Yeah. Hopefully they don't go after him in the chat.
Jesus.
I hope nobody goes after him in the chat though. Because of what the icon was. I mean, the avatar is 50. It is 50, but it feels worse with the you know how it is with the wind. The wind makes it feel colder than what it is. It says according to on the thing, it says on the weather app I got there on the side, it's 12 degrees, but the wind, it feels like -9 with the wind, so it feels worse with the wind. Thankfully, it's so much heat in this room, I'm sweating bullets already. My goodness. I'm sure Matt's like, you fucking lucky shit. It's damn warm in your room and I'm dressed up all bundled up here. Get it. It's never like that though. Usually when it's cold like this, the boilers get fucked up. Then I'll be wearing layers and stuff. I was surprised because the hot water we got is steaming now. Normally our hot water doesn't steam. You don't see no smoke coming out of hot water. That's real business. Goodness, I almost burned my hair off my damn chest taking a shower. Shit, man. Oh man.
For me, I'm not going to use. I have the faucets dripping so that it doesn't freeze, and I'm too worried on using water just in case. So, got some bottled water here.
That's good
for that.
Yeah, man, that's good to have doubts of those. Yeah, and whatnot. Wow. Yeah, but other stuff that's crazy though. You see, they run after, but that bothers me though. You see, people that are no longer around. Everybody always talks shit about the one that did. Like when Michael Jai White, man, that's his opinion. He can talk what he wants to talk about Bruce Lee and what the MMA guys want to say about him, or Quentin Tarantino for that matter. But the man is not around. How bad do you look talking about a person that's already 6 feet under? Now I wonder. Part of me always wondered this: if his son was around, still with us, and they say, and they say Brandon, at least according to what's his name? What's that guy's name? Ronnie Yu. According to Ronnie Yu, Brandon had a temper because Ronnie Yu fucked with him a lot during the making of Legacy of Rage because he wanted Bruce Lee clone, and Brandon was quick to tell him, no. I'm like De Niro. I'm like Mel Gibson. Don't tell me that he wasn't playing that shit. Say all that shit to his son. They say all that shit now because they know it's his daughter's around. I know his daughter got vocal with Quentin Tarantino about the shit he was saying about the way he was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and all this shit and whatnot. But I always find that funny. They talk shit about a person that's no longer here.
Because there's no way to defend himself or prove.
Of course. Like at Bruce Lee's defense. Bruce Lee's defense. Go on, go ahead.
I was saying, and Michael Jai White's. For those who don't know, he says he could beat up Bruce Lee, and then he says Jackie Chan could beat up Bruce Lee. Apparently, everybody can beat up Bruce Lee, according to Michael Jai White, because Bruce Lee's small.
Because of the weight.
I've seen fights. You can find on YouTube boxing matches where there's much smaller opponents that beat up bigger dudes because of where to hit, how to hit, speed.
Fast, how fast they can move. It's smaller, they can move. Because even Tamark, for The Last Dragon and stuff, Bruce Leroy, I love his answer. What he said, I don't buy that thing about weight or whatnot. Because you see a big dude, everybody can have a bad day. Big dude, 200 something pounds. A guy that's a 120 pounds. He said this himself, which I died laughing. Bruce Leroy said this: you kick him in the balls real hard, he'll fall to the floor.
And real quick, he did about him being a Bruce Lee, but then just recently he just did it again, saying, Jackie Chan could beat up Bruce Lee because Jackie Chan is taller, even though he's like an inch or two taller.
And Jackie
Chan's bigger.
But Jackie Chan debunked it fast, though. According to Viking Samurai, he mentioned something about they asked him, can you beat Bruce Lee? No, he's the best. Number one. Any question? No more question. He's the best. That's it. He's the best. Exactly. Even Jackie Chan has said multiple times how fast Bruce was. He fought Boyo Yang, I think Boyo Yang or whatever, from Enter the Dragon and Bloodsport.
Yeah.
He fought him, I think, off camera and doing Enter the Dragon. Boyo couldn't even touch him. He's fast. And I don't know why people keep forgetting this shit. Michael Jai White, and along with the MMA guys who like to talk shit or whatnot. Oh, but he's smaller, all this weird stuff. Did they forget that Bruce Lee was a street fighter? He fought in the streets in China.
Well, they say they deny that because we don't have any footage. We have no footage of it.
Nah.
So that means it didn't happen.
Oh, yeah, of course. Like, everything needed footage. Like, someone's got to walk around. Okay, fight Bruce Lee. Come on, do this. Come on.
Yeah, especially in the 70s.
Yeah, 70s
you know,
and
in
60s.
The 70s, we had cell phones.
Yeah.
Recorded in the 70s. You know, those 70 cell phones.
Yeah, 70 iPhones. Yeah, they call them zero phones. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Yeah, but all these people, that challenged them. They were not small people; they were big people. I don't buy that stuff with those technicalities. That's just hating on the guy. Oh, he's not that great. He's not that great. Because Michael Jai White is very slick. He goes, "I know I got everybody mad. I know." These are his words. I know it hurts to hear that.
But it's the truth.
But it's the truth. He says that. So right away.
So he didn't really apologize.
That's what I'm saying. You say one thing. That's why sometimes when someone says something about Bruce Lee, you should go. That's it. No comment. Like he did about Will Smith. That's how Will Smith smacked him. He goes, "Stop it, stop it." He won't let us stop it. He stopped Vlad right away because Vlad asked him, "What were you doing?" Will Smith smacked. "Oh, stop it, stop it." Like you gotta say that. Stop it. Just stop it. That's it. You know, he has to say it. But go ahead, Matt. What you saying?
I would say Civil Wings has a good point. Look at Mike Tyson, how small he is, and look at the people he went up against.
He talks
Mike Tyson.
He talks shit about Mike Tyson too. And there was one of those interviews. He says that he would love to spar with Mike Tyson, but then in a later interview he denies it. He goes, "Oh, I never said that." And if I can summarize, yes, you did. And they show the clip. So Michael, sometimes he gotta stop putting his foot in his mouth. And by the way, nobody's ever seen Michael in a real fight either.
They just mentioned like sparring matches or whatever.
You never seen him in a real fight either. So he shouldn't talk. You know, I know there was a story supposedly that he had to get lawyered up because somebody came to a dojo to challenge him and the fight didn't go the way the other guy thought it was going to go and took Michael to court. So, you know.
I would love to see Michael Jai White. And I like him as an actor in movies, but I would love to see him try Mike Tyson. I would love to see how that would go.
I would love to see that too.
You know.
Yeah, because I know supposedly Michael Jai White was at a convention somewhere and Mike Tyson had a run-in with him, and Mike Tyson knows him but likes to fuck with him a little bit. Hey, you talking shit about me, huh? And Michael supposedly backed up a little bit. It's shit. Hey, talking shit about me, huh? He stayed quiet, and then they were laughing afterwards.
Tyson said that to Jai White?
Yeah, I heard you were talking shit about me. Michael Jai White mentioned it in the interview. Maybe that's why all of a sudden now he's calming down. He don't want to mention sparring too much with Mike Tyson. I would love to see the fight, though. That would be a fun fight I would actually pay to see. And such. I know he mentions if he wins a fight, he wouldn't brag about it or nothing. He wants to get his ass kicked so he can learn. So, but Mike Tyson hits him, he's not gonna walk away from that punch that easy. You know, exactly. It's crazy, man. He puts himself into a lot of shit.
Mike,
you know?
hope you're doing well.
Merry Christmas, Mikey. What's up, man? yeah, long time no see. I hope you're doing good, man. Exactly. You would. If it's not a boxing match, if it's an all-out street fight, then it might be more interesting. Okay, now let's see if Michael's gonna use some combos or whatever. Let's see. But I'm sure Mike would still, get him there and such. One thing, another against Michael Jai White, but just he gotta stop putting his foot in his mouth or trip. Because that's funny. He says things like he mentions something about, oh shit, did I just say that? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You gotta think before you talk. Especially with that guy, Vlad could throw him under the bus. It was a live weapon. Give him a nunchuck, and he becomes a weapon of mass destruction. Those fools don't know what they're exactly. This guy made his own fighting method, for God's sakes. Jeet Kune Do. Not a lot of people can make their own fighting method. That's a lot of work. A lot of studying to techniques. That's a genius. 2-finger push-ups. The body It's amazing. That's a muscular body. It's agile. You know, the kicks had power to them. Nobody could copy those kicks. Not even, I think even Brandon admitted he could never be in that type of shape because that's a lot of dedication. Jesus, the kicks and whatnot. I don't buy this whole theory about how he died, about cannabis and all this other nonsense and whatnot. The man had this reaction with the pill. I buy that theory. I don't buy the theory about ninjas and the tongs or whatever, or triads or aliens. I want to believe the theory Gary Busey said about him being frozen, that one day they're going to thaw him out. When they thaw him out, he's going to fight Michael Jai White. That's it. And everything. That's it. Then they're going to clone Brandon Lee. Then Brandon's going to help him. They're going to do a 2-on-1 match against Michael Jai White. That's it. That's it. For those of you who don't know, there's a movie called DC Cap from back in the 80s. A classic movie and whatnot. We got to do a commentary for that one and whatnot. But it's the whole character Gary Busey plays Dell. He's a guy who's a little off the wall. And he mentions something. He mentions something about Bruce Lee. He said Bruce Lee's not dead. They got him frozen somewhere, some place around it. They're going to thaw him out when the economy gets better. He's going to fight the commies. They're going to thaw him out. He's not going to fight the commies. He's going to fight Michael Jai White and kick his ass. So you talk shit about me, huh, man? There's a quote that Bruce Lee said that I think Viking Samurai found. If you ask me if I'm good, I would say yeah. You would think I'm brandishing or whatever word he says. If you ask me, am I really not that good?
What kind of fucking thing
You heard about
that?
that too? You heard about that too? Yeah, but that
No,
got mentioned.
what?
That got mentioned on the Vlad interview as well. That there was some study that Bruce Lee died from drinking too much water, and Michael Jai White just looked at Vlad like he's stupid. Like, really? It's a stupid theory. I know it is. Even I scratch my head with that. That's a good one, Uncle. But I guess you saw that same interview. I guess.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, there was some theory with some doctors or some shit like that. Yeah. But he said something about
Doctor from what? A fucking
if you ask
doctor
me
from a
if you ask me
fucking
if I'm
tree
good,
rock.
if you okay, the theory goes like this. If you ask me if I'm that good, I would say no, you say I'm lying. But if you ask me if I'm good and I say yes, then you say then you say I'm a liar. Something like that. I don't know, I forgot the quote, but it's a good quote. Whatnot. I forgot what the quote was. I wish I remembered the quote, but that thing just threw me off right there with the water. I remember hearing about that.
What's in this goddamn theory? He was drinking too much piss, like fucking Kevin Costner from Waterworld. Just drinking his own piss.
It was
Is that what's in this theory?
It was a water. That's something about he didn't sweat too much.
Steps.
He didn't sweat that much. I mean, it's a stupid theory. I know something about that, but Michael Jai White didn't even answer that. He just gave a stupid look to Vlad, like, really? Water, really? I don't know. This is crazy. Yeah, I know it is. I mean, sadly, it's not the truth. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's called drowning.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
or drowning,
or being drowned. No doubt, he's the crow. Yeah, he is the crow.
Yeah,
that's it. Oh man, it's crazy.
Michael CP's asking if he wants to join. I don't know if the connection will hold 3 people tonight.
Oh, next time, hopefully next time. I don't know. Will you guys be around Sunday by any chance?
I don't know depends how the weather is.
All right. Was Mike is ready to meet up on Sunday? We could do something Sunday together. I know last time we met up on a Sunday.
I mean, I don't know how long you're up tonight.
Well, I'll be up for about. I'll be up for maybe 10ish. So a half hour more. I'll probably be up. It'd be too bad to have my kid just for a little bit. All of a sudden, pew, then I'm gone. You know. I was thinking maybe we could do it on a Sunday.
I'll probably be around. Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah, probably 30 minutes. So yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that way for the 2 people connection, hopefully be better, especially with the weather.
Yeah, hopefully.
At least for tonight.
Yeah, man. I hope you wish you a safe Merry Christmas, Mike. He
exactly.
is. Because he has a tendency to stir shit up. And he said something very stupid that I even got mad about. He had Michael Jai White on another interview, right? And the conversation of Chuck Norris came up. Now, Michael Jai White got very excited. His face lit up. He was like, he wanted to talk about Chuck Norris. But Vlad dismissed it quickly. And then he mentioned, yeah, here's a shit starter. Yeah. He dismissed it quickly, and then he says, okay, if you want to have a fight with somebody, and any martial artist or whatnot, then Michael Jai would mention Donnie Yen. You know what Vlad said? Who's that? You don't know who Donnie Yen is? No, sorry, none of my viewers don't know who Donnie Yen is. Everybody in the comments is cursing out Vlad. So you stupid, you don't know who Donnie Yen is, really, that Vlad? Dumb motherfucker. Oh my god. Even I feel like cursing. You
When was
stupid.
this?
This was, I think, because he's been on Michael Jai White's been on. He's like his most frequent guest. This might have been maybe a few months ago. It's the interview when Michael Jai White, I think, has the light blue shirt without the hat. Because I know the recent ones where he's wearing some tight ass UFC whatever called fleece. But Michael Jai White mentioned, you don't know who Donnie is? None of my viewers know who that. And then all the viewers down below in the comments are cursing out Vlad. You dumb fuck. You don't know who Donnie Yen is? I know Godfrey, the comedian Godfrey, he threw Vlad under the bus. He hated Vlad. He said he got him in trouble and whatnot and all this stuff. And all the stuff like that. I mean, the guy, I watch his interview once in a while, but when he gets too stupid or he gets too, or he don't give nobody a chance to talk, then I'm like, fuck Vlad, bye. You know, that's it. And he does a stupid thing where he shows snippets of the interviews, but he don't upload it completely unless you go to his special thing and pay money, and then you can see a sneak preview of the whole fucking thing that he's gonna upload in a few weeks. So he's trying to get money. Yeah, what's up?
If you're taking 80 credence from Vlad, you're up the wrong creek with the wrong paddle. You're up the wrong creek, wrong paddle. If you think Vlad is a worthwhile source of anything other than BS, and people all the time get accused out of nowhere. What do you think false accusation is? This guy doesn't believe false accusation is a real thing.
That's true. He doesn't believe anything.
I guess you must love Amber Heard.
Yeah. I mean,
Amber Heard.
I mean, some people, I mean, Vlad, he flip-flops too much. Because he'll say one thing, okay, it was bullshit, this and that, but then he'll go behind the back and say something else. And that and this and this and that. So he back up. Sometimes he wants to start commotions.
And describe all the discrepancies with the Leaving Neverland that I just talked about for 10 minutes, how everything they said was proven to be wrong. Dates were wrong. Places were wrong. Train stations that they said happened, but it wasn't built till 4 years later. They went to a place, but they got the wrong date and the wrong city. The mom saying she was celebrating, but then she didn't know until 4 years later. Burning stuff that she owned. The guy burned stuff that he owned, but he sold it 4, 5, 6 years ago on eBay. Come on now, dude.
Yeah. That's it. It's just crazy.
Well, that's cool, Mike. We'll see what happens.
All right, cool.
I can't promise anything. But I'm glad you're feeling better. I know you had a ear infection.
Oh, those are a bitch, man. I'm glad you're doing better. I had one of those. Eesh, you don't want those. Ugh. That's it.
Yeah. Do you like Amber Turd?
Yeah.
Do we believe her?
Exactly.
I don't believe just what she says.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious. I'm still very curious to find out how they're gonna treat her in this new Aquaman sequel. Even though I have no interest in watching it, are they cutting a lot of her shit out or not? Or are they gonna put her in there? I don't know. She always seems like a bitch off camera. She really does, and everything. Because they went through all the trouble getting all of Johnny Depp's exes to come on there and such. Besides Winona Ryder, I was waiting for them to get one of her ex-girlfriends, which they never got. I was waiting for them to get one of her ex-girlfriends. Oh, she shit our bed too. Yeah, she's mean. She farted in my face and I tried to go down. You know what I mean? It's crazy shit. Oh, man.
And real quick, like, no, it wasn't. The description was not real. It wasn't correct. That's one of the issues, of the many issues. There's also the same. You also have the two people say that Michael Jackson told them they hate girls, but then the guy went out to Brandy Jackson for 7 years. But that wasn't mentioned in that documentary. I went out with his niece for 7 years, and I wanted to be part of his dance club when I was like 20, 30 years old. But oh shit, I'm running out of money. I better say this now.
And plus, his lawyer did say that Michael regretted giving that money to the first accusers. That was one of Michael's biggest regrets. And he shouldn't have gave money to the first accuser to keep them quiet. That ruined the
He's just too
reputation.
naive.
You're too naive. You know, you come to court dressed up like Captain Crunch. You're not gonna get far. You know, Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Oh my God, it was crazy, man. Oh man, I know Chris Tucker was defending him. Chris Tucker went to court and defending Michael. And I think there was a story that Faison loved. He wanted Faison to do it. Faison regretted not doing it and whatnot and such. And they were like Faison should have went because all this accusation shit now is crazy. Is my goodness. Oh my God. Wow. Let's see. So what topic do we cover next?
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm just looking through the stream.
All right, cool. No problem. My goodness. Are we gonna have a lot of people advocating for the documentary now and whatnot? Oh well.
He did not. This guy, whatever, dude. You think whatever you want. I'm not going to change your mind, and I don't change my mind.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely wrong. But
yeah, to each his own, dude. You know, you have a Merry Christmas on your way. That's all. That's it. No worries. That's it.
Yeah, people like, how the hell does he not know who Donnie Yen is? I don't know how Vlad doesn't know.
Yeah, everybody in the bottom of the comments are cursing him out. They're calling him an idiot. Even if you didn't know about his Hong Kong films, that's understandable. All right. But once he went to Star Wars, whether you like that film or not, people started looking him up, you know, and whatnot. And he's in the new John Wick, so I guarantee now his status is gonna grow up. It's gonna grow a little bit more. I learned about him thanks to Blade 2 and the shitty Highlander sequel. That I look back all his good stuff, and of course Flashpoint and SPL and whatnot, and the Yip Man. The everybody, you don't know anything about the Yip Man movies, for God's sakes? Shit. Oh man. At least Michael John White didn't shoot his own foot there, you know.
Rotten Tomatoes is the same place that. What does Ghostbusters 2016 have? What does Captain Marvel have?
High marks, of course.
For fresh ratings. Exactly.
I always hated that site.
With a pussy fart joke.
I always hated that. I never liked the Rotten Tomatoes. I never liked that site. I rather take chances going. I go to you or I go to real reviews. I don't waste my time with Rotten Tomatoes. But people want to go by Rotten Tomatoes. That's cool. Of course, you see.
Pussy fart joke. Pussy fart jokes.
Yeah. You remember the backlash that I got? Oh no, I saw part 5 recently. No, it's a piece of shit. But that's just me though, and such. Is Nev Campbell actually going? I mean, it's both for us, yeah. But is Nev Campbell actually going through a part 6 or no?
As far as I know, no.
Well, it's for the better because she was barely a character in that recent film, to be honest. You know, just seemed like a rehash and toxic fandom and whatnot, and Dennis Quaid's son and everything, and the girl from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood getting burned again, of course, and fucking the ghost of Billy Loomis. Oh God, it's just too much to digest, man.
Yeah, I know I know there are people that like that movie. Oh well, teach their own. I don't like Scream 5.
Yeah, they got a big weekend, so good on them. You know, they got the big money of follow-ups happening around the corner. But it's smart. It's explaining the whole recall thing. You cannot do Scream anymore. That's what I feel. You can't do Scream. Scream worked because the slasher films were the norm back in 1996. Looking back, when you did Scream 4, they weren't the norm anymore. You do it now, they're not even in the fucking dojo. What are you gonna count? Halloween 2018? Yeah, of course. Because everybody's got a Woody. They're hungry for slashers. Go home and rewatch the good ones, the ones you got. That's it. That's why
they're hungry for slashers. Then how come they didn't give a shit about James Wan's film?
Yeah.
The
Malignant. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We want it the same but different. That's what it's this whole thing is.
Not because they want the nostalgia.
My mom went to the theater. You know what it is? My mom and dad, they went to the theater to see the original Halloween, Halloween 2. I want that experience too. But for my generation, that's what it is. It's all that stuff. But hey, to each his own.
I'm
They want to spend the
I'm just
money. Bullshit. You know, you're tired, of
I'm
course.
just
Yeah.
tired of the nostalgia trend.
And I'm kind of happy in a strange way. I know a lot of fans are going to get mad when I say this. Halloween ends gave the middle finger to a lot of the fans. Because it's a Halloween movie that's advertised Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, but there's no Michael Myers, Laurie Strode. It's this new fucking pretty boy who's a nerd.
Corey.
Yeah, Corey Cunningham. Which I swear I thought that was just a joke until I read it up. No, that is his name. That is his name. Say, oh no.
Yeah.
His name is Cunningham.
Corey.
Cunningham. Oh, God. And then
Corey
what's
Cunningham.
hilarious is way before the movie came out, Jamie Lee Curtis and people kept on saying, oh, this new movie's going to piss off fans, And then I hear an article about this movie will take notes from John Carpenter's Christine. Ooh, I guess that's what they meant. Ooh. There was articles like that I saw. Then when I saw your rant, I'm like, oh, that's what they
But that's
meant.
how is that good marketing to say this is going to piss off people that we want to see our movie?
Yeah, and they still paid to see it, and they got the money. Goodness. And then
I
they
didn't. I saw it for free, and I felt ripped off.
Yeah. And then that whole spiel about a petition to demand a reshoot, and the producers
There
took
ain't
that
no be
petition.
no goddamn reshoot.
They took that petition. This is what they did. They took it and they wiped their ass with it and flushed it down the toilet. That's what they did. Sadly. Oh, sorry
Exactly.
guys. Tough titty. Sorry. Jamie Lee Curtis. Maybe in the next life. I'm too old for this shit. I already got paid. I'm going back to Octavia. Bye. That's it. Oh God.
Well, quick shout out to his name's Richard. Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad you enjoyed that part. More to come. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy that. I'm enjoying the game. I think it's an underrated game. Talked about that at the beginning of the stream. But yeah, thank you for that. I
That's
really
cool.
appreciate that, Richard.
I'm gonna see if I look up that
Uh,
that short video you did, the one that's the 5 minutes. I'm gonna see if I look that
Retribution.
Retribution. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. I'm curious to
Yeah.
see what this game
But
is all about.
yeah, sadly, yeah. It was just too bad.
And that
That's
was
what I want.
yeah, I wanted different. Lo and behold, a film that felt like an actual 80s throwback movie. Yes, it did. Especially when you know the twist. I thought the twist worked. Because God forbid it wasn't a fucking haunted house. It wasn't a possession story. God forbid, right?
Yeah, James Wan's done enough of those.
Yeah.
He never has to do one again.
I like I said one time before, I gotta believe they hated on that film because everybody got mad that because of that film he could not direct the recent Conjuring sequel. I think that's
It's
what
too
it is.
fucking bad.
I know that's what it is. Everybody got bitter. They got butthurt about that. He could have directed their Conjuring, but he's doing this. Well, he went for something better. Sorry. I mean, you're mad about Conjuring. I'm sorry, my ass bleeds for you, but you know.
Fine, get mad, get glad. I don't give a fuck. Get some Glad soap and wash your ass with it. I don't give a fuck.
Glass
That
over
still ain't
glass,
worth
a hefty bag.
ain't worth fucking. Malignant, in my opinion, was a good movie.
It
One of
is.
James Wan's better movies.
It was my number one favorite of
Um,
last year. It was number one. Yeah. Good
and
movie.
this get rid of message boards because Amy Schumer crying about people talking about. Well, Amy Schumer ain't much of jack shit.
They got rid of the
Amy
message
Schumer
board
can
of
fuck.
Ghostbusters and Amy
On
Schumer.
IMDb,
Well, really? Wow.
and a lot of crybabies.
I don't know why Amy Schumer's crying and she's not in Ghostbusters. Wow.
But she's crying about other stuff, and
Oh. I know she has that
and plus I know
sketch
some of the people.
show when not. Yes, that's on the one of the comedy channels on the Pluto. She has like a sketch show
Also,
down there. Yeah, so I don't know if they
I'm
made
sure
up.
she was defending that film as well.
Well,
Defending
probably.
that film.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly,
Yeah.
it did not get a wide.
It should have got a theatrical release. There's a video I found today. Somebody did an animated thing of how Superman Lives with Nick Cage would look like. I don't know if you've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty good. I thought it was a real trailer, but sadly somebody made it. But they did a great drawing rendition of how likeness of Nicolas Cage with the wig and everything. and the way his body looks and the Brainiac. But it was like a teaser. But sadly, it was just a fake. But it looked good though. Maybe somebody will give they'll do a GoFundMe. Maybe I don't know and such.
I doubt because that's I doubt that'll happen.
Yeah, because right now they have their own plans with Superman and such.
I don't give a shit about the Winnie the Pooh horror film. This new trend of taking, like, you have the Grinch horror film, you have Winnie the Pooh horror film, they want to do something else. This is a fad that just doesn't seem interesting to me.
I'm still shocked that they got away with that, though. I'm shocked that they got away with it. Well,
because they're public domain now.
Well, they are? Okay, maybe that's why. Especially the Grinch?
Because I think, like, the story, like, the original story became public domain. So, like, the Grinch is called the Mean One.
Oh, no.
So it looks like the Grinch and he doesn't talk. They probably can't call him the Grinch, but they call him the Mean One, just like the original story. So it looks like the Grinch, but he doesn't talk and he, like, kills people or something.
That means they can't use the James Earl Jones song, "You're a Mean One, means the Grinch."
No, I'm sure.
They can't get in trouble. Yeah, they get in more trouble. Oh, my God. Wow. That's crazy, though.
No. Bale's Top 4, no.
Eddie Murphy's track record, when he tries, it's kind of like Stallone. When Stallone tries to bring back a character these days, it falls flat. Eddie Murphy failed with Coming to America, at least to us. He failed for Coming to America. I couldn't finish watching. I still can't finish watching that movie. I thought it was a disgrace. It wasn't funny. I hate Leslie Jones. Leslie Jones becoming my other kryptonite. Between Leslie Jones, John Cena, and Channing Tatum, they're like my kryptonite. She's not funny. Forget about her. Oh man! But if you're looking forward to it, that's cool though. Me, I don't know. I heard Kevin Bacon is in it. He's playing a villain, I think. Kevin Bacon's gonna be in that new Beverly Hills Cop 4, and he's excited about it because he's actually doing a movie with Eddie Murphy finally and such. And he's in that new Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. He making an appearance in that. I don't know if you got a request for that one. Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas
special.
I've
got no request for that.
Yeah.
No one's requested that.
Really? That's strange. Wow.
No.
And Kevin Bacon supposedly is making an appearance because Batista and that insect girl are trying to chase him in his own house and whatnot, and I guess to bring him to because.
Well, yeah, because the 2014 film reference Footloose.
Yeah, that's why.
Because that's why.
So I think that's what it is. And Kevin Bacon loves that idea, like, oh yeah, that's all and everything.
Yeah, the pilot that they shot for the TV show, it's out there in the interwebs.
Oh, really? It's out? Okay.
Yeah, you have to find someone who has a link. I think Mike has a link.
Oh.
Eddie Murphy's. I didn't see it, but I think Mike has a link, or he can get a link.
Ooh. I would love to check it out.
You can't post on YouTube, otherwise you're done. But
of course, yeah.
Yeah, Mike, if you ever get a link, just send me it on Facebook, and I'll set it to free. And
please twice, yeah. Hey, by any chance, can you find Batgirl, that Wonder Woman pilot that never got released too? Or no, there's no links to that.
What pilot?
The Wonder Woman thing, the one they did back in 2010 that never got released, the pilot.
I don't know. We'll see.
That's the one that had this girl, that one that she was in the first John Wick, the one that she got killed by the people that fucked her over, whatnot. The girl with the blue eyes, I forgot her name. She's Wonder Woman. Yeah. That's a.
Well, Bobby's asking, have you seen the Banana Splits movie?
Oh, that's the one that it became a horror movie, right? No, I heard about it. I think you did a video on it and such. I don't remember what your thoughts were. Did you hate it or you loved it?
It's a less good version of Willy's Wonderland.
Well, that's bad then.
Yeah.
Oh,
by the way, Willy's Wonderland is much, much better.
By the way, is that Five Nights at Freddy movie still happening?
Yeah, someone mentioned how one of the people they got cast in is Matthew Lillard.
Ooh, okay.
So I don't know what he's playing, but apparently it's still going forward.
I hope he's the lead.
But
I hope he's the lead. I wish that guy needs more work. I mean, well, yeah.
Okay,
please. I would love to see that. Hey, Mike, you want a challenge? You want to find that Batgirl movie, but then again, they'll go after you. So you gotta be careful with that.
No, that was destroyed. The
Supposedly,
movie.
yeah, supposedly.
Yeah, but it's not out there.
Oh, it's not.
It's not. It was completely taken. They were sure of that one because it's their trust fund. They need to drop that tax write-off.
The tax write-off. Yeah, they need that money. Of course.
Even the director couldn't get it.
Wow.
Even the director wasn't allowed to get it.
Damn, that
so
sucks. Imagine that.
You know
imagine that you're directing a film. You're happy about it. All of a sudden they take it away from you. You can't even get a cut. That sucks, man. Wow. That sucks. Not to say the movie was a masterpiece by any chance. It could have been a bad movie, but just a curiosity piece. Just how they went to all that trouble to get rid of it. They get rid of it to get it out there. Like, wow. They threw money into it and everything. Especially how this world is now. You know that the Batgirl is black in this movie. You know, I'm surprised. You know, they didn't just. How dare you do that to a black lead actress? You cheat her. I'm surprised they didn't run after them about that. No one said shit. Maybe I bet you if it was somebody famous, they don't say some shit. You know, but it's crazy though. It's crazy. Wow.
Someone was asking you what your favorite vampire movie was.
Dark night. It's a dark night. Dark night. Pussy lovers. Chicken pussy. Fish pussy. If you get a pussy anywhere else, fuck it. And those two down. Matter of fact, right over here. There it is. I want a documentary of this. A brand new one. Brand new documentary. I wanted this. Stay away from the prequels, though. I mean, the second one is not too bad. The third one is very bad. In the West, it's very bad. That's all. I never seen the TV series, but I heard mixed things about it. It's either they love it or they hate it. So it's a mixed bag and whatnot.
Yeah, and overseas Blu-ray had the interview with George Clooney.
Yeah, I think I seen a clip of that. Yeah, that's nice that he was nice enough to talk about the films. I'd be sure if someone asked him, he would talk about it. It's one of his first leads, for God's sakes. It seemed like after he did that film, he got punished for it. All of a sudden, he's not allowed to talk about it no more. So what the fuck, you know? It's one of his best movies and such.
Yeah, that's more than likely because they're trying to push him out because they took all this time and money to hire him, and now we change our mind. Yeah, there's also the Batman Beyond movie they're going to do, and then they canceled that with Michael Keaton in it.
And what's sad about it is Michael Keaton probably was the most that people were excited about that movie about the most. Now they're trying to fuck him over now. My God. They should just cut out Ezra Miller. Cut him out of the fucking movie. He deserves it more. Shit. Michael Keaton don't deserve that shit. My goodness.
They
don't know what they're doing. Waste. They don't know what they're doing. They have Michael Keaton there. They brought him back as Batman. That's like if he did Rambo 4 and then all of a sudden, nah, we're not going to release Rambo 4. Nah. We're going to cut out Rambo. Nah. Rocky Balboa back in 2006. Remember that? Nah. Rocky's too old. Nah. That speech he says, nah, that's cheesy. Nah. He'll say something like that. You know, it's crazy. Oh, man.
Yeah. I don't get that. Yeah.
I don't get
it. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's too bad, though. I feel bad for Michael Keaton, though. Damn. But somebody was saying they're trying to push Batfleck, you know, Affleck Batman, because people know who he is. But then you hear this other story. They want Ben Affleck involved, but not as Batman, as a director. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, he hasn't directed nothing in a while. So what is he going to direct there? I don't know. Lobo, I don't think Lobo would work in live action. I don't think, because Lobo is a very complicated character. He's not really likable because, you know, he tried to kill Superman, I think, in one of the animated, animated episodes. I was voiced by this guy, what's his name? Brad Garrett from Everybody Loves Raymond. He voiced it. He did a good job and such. But that'd be hard to do that in live action. And Jason Momoa, he's already damaged Aquaman. He's done enough damage, even though he does look more like Lobo. But because, you know, Jason Momoa was supposed to be Eric Draven in that Crow remake, which the pictures looked creepy because he's clean shaved with all the muscle and everything like that. It's like if you took Brandon Lee's head and you put him on a big muscular body. That's what he looked like. Like, I don't know,
Yeah, it doesn't
dude.
quite work.
No, too creepy. No, I gotta change the channel now. Goodbye. I can't watch it. Goodness. Oh man. I bet you Michael do a
Let's
video
see.
about that.
I think Shaddy, I think that's the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. Also, Matt, have you heard of Seth Green's remake TMNT coming soon? Yeah, I know about that.
They're gonna be
And that's going to
potheads.
be...
They're gonna be stoners. Watch. Michelangelo say, "Pass the blunt." They're gonna be stoners now. That's the next step.
They're going to be really annoying teenagers.
Stoners. Mark my words.
Well, and realistic, I don't think they're going to have pot in a TMNT movie. I mean, that's the joke, yeah. I think in reality, they're going to be really annoying teenagers that are just going to be kids today who you want to punch in the face with an anvil or kick through a field goal while it's on fire.
Yeah.
And they're going to look fugly, ugly, and I could just imagine what the hell they're trying to try to incorporate in that in terms of humor.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Seth Green's humor works with those characters at one damn bit.
It don't.
So it's going to be a fucking travesty.
It is. It's like those guys never get any respect. Never. It's sad. I mean, the last time we saw them get respect was in the 1990s movies.
I didn't see the trailer for that.
I did see the trailer to that. They're playing the same game that they played with the Saved by the Bell show, pretty much. We're putting a bunch of annoying new people there, and then we're gonna put a lot of the cast members from the original just to get everybody relaxed for a while. Or the thing they do with Cobra Kai, same paint job from Cobra Kai. We're gonna put a bunch of new people here, and we're gonna put some older people. You guys remember, and give them a little more story, but we gotta put the new people up front. So it's the same bullshit, different day. That's all it is. It's nice to see Kurtwood Smith. I will admit, I got a few chuckles seeing Kurtwood Smith again, because I do like his character as Red. I'm gonna put my foot in your ass. That's always his favorite word. And shit. Oh man.
Because when they talk about nostalgia, they want to take the shit or just shitty things or make it shit. If it's good, they don't want it.
Of course.
As it seems like lately. Yeah. If it has a breath of goodness, no. If it's any way to make it crappy in their own vision, they don't do that route. It seems like each time. Look at Star Trek. Look at Ray with Star Wars. Star Trek with it's a prequel, but only for 5 minutes, and then goes to an alternate timeline when Chris Hemsworth's character dies.
Yeah.
And then all this other shit with Uhura is fucking Spock, and Spock hates Kirk, but then when Khan kills him, he's like, Khan! I'm like, you hated him for like all the movies, and then because remember Wrath of Khan? Now you're like, Khan! I'm like, why do you give a shit?
What's funny about those movies is they wanted to make this whole thing on 2009 film. Oh, we want to be our own thing, But then why, when you do a follow-up, you're stealing from Wrath of Khan? And then it's stealing episodes. There's tribbles in there, if I'm not mistaken? From what I've seen clips, they have tribbles in there. So once again, we got to take stuff from here, stuff from there. I don't know. I haven't seen Into Darkness yet. The 2009 film is, I can watch it, but it has a lot of problems, though. And I understand why you don't like it, because they could have just really did the work and made it a legit prequel, but they don't want to do the work. You know, they got very lazy and do the alternate timeline. And plus, thanks to that movie, they did the same bullshit. So I kind of got the egg on my face, like what happened to you when you used to like the Transformers for Michael Bay, and then when he got your hands on your boys, he fucked them up. Same thing, but except it was not J.J. Abrams, where okay, they did this alternate timeline shit, and then they did Terminator Genesis shit. It's the same fucking shit, different day. We're gonna go back. Have that scene from Terminator 1 that don't exist no more. The scene from T2 that don't exist no more. And then they make another film where they try to put those films in continuity, but then they fuck them up where John Connor gets shot. The end.
Well, let me answer this question real quick. Nice Chucky reference. The Leaving Neverland review will be uploaded sometime this week. I have it recorded. I have it uploaded. I will drop it down like it's hot. I would say not tomorrow, not the next day, but maybe I don't know, maybe Tuesday, sometime next week.
Oh, cool.
So
there you go. That's cool.
For those who look forward to it.
That's great.
I do have to get some real quick, but while I do that, there was a question here. Someone was asking, Neil Punt asking, what are your thoughts on Will Smith after the slap? Will Simp. They want to ask your opinion on but feel free. I'll be right back.
Okay, I got the helm. You got it. Well, did he kill anybody? No. Did he molest nobody? No. But what he did, he still did the bad thing by him going up on stage and smacking the guy for making a comment that is not even worth a slap, for God's sakes. It says a lot that Martin Lawrence, he's doing interviews because he has his newer film coming out. He was asked about it. Even he says that was uncalled for to do that. And he knows both of the guys. He knows Chris Rock. He knows Will Smith and whatnot. I know there's a story going around that at one point, Tom Cruise and Will Smith, they were talking to do something together, a movie or something, or project. But since that slap happened, Tom Cruise has been avoiding Will Smith like crazy and such, which probably for good reason, because, you know, I know he's got this movie Emancipated, which I don't even know if it came out yet, if it released or it's going to get released. But I know that movie looks like he's trying to go back to the Oscars again. I don't know if they're going to let him back into the Oscars. Maybe he'll be there, but he'll be sitting in the back. I guarantee he won't be sitting in the front anytime soon and shit. And everything. I know they had the nerve to ask Chris Rock if he wanted to host the Oscars again. He said no, which I can't blame him. Funny enough, Jimmy Kimmel's taking on the task. So I'm sure Jimmy Kimmel is probably going to have a bullseye on his head. That's one guy I feel that deserves to get slapped. Because Jimmy Kimmel's like a guy that talks a lot of shit about people and such. But that's my
someone slapping Jimmy Kimmel, yeah.
Yeah,
I see that.
Well, yeah. I was just saying that he's going to be hosting the Oscars this year, Jimmy Kimmel. And I was mentioning about how they had the nerve to ask Chris Rock if he wanted to come back to host, and Chris Rock said no. And everything. Yeah. And I mentioned also that there was talks at one point I read somewhere that Tom Cruise and Will Smith, before the slap, they were talking on working on something together. But since the slap happened, Will Smith's been trying to reach out to Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise has been avoiding him like crazy because he don't want to be associated with him. Tom Cruise got his own stuff going on. Yeah. Tom Cruise got his own stuff going on, trying to get this other Mission Impossible off the ground and stuff, and working on stunts. He don't need to be bothered with that stuff and everything. But Will Smith, I don't know if he can recover from that. I mean, I've yet to revisit a film of his. I recently got the Blu-ray of this. I did enjoy it back in 22 when I saw it in the theater, but I'm looking forward to see if it still holds up. Bad Boys for Life. I mean, it's true, you know, he's a simp, he's a jamoke for what he did and whatnot. I mean, there's more reasons to smack somebody in the face for disrespecting your wife than that. Like, I felt Tom Hanks was merited more for smacking those or yelling at those reporters that knocked down his wife. And Tom Hanks had more reason to smack somebody more than Will Smith. Or even there was that story that Gene Hackman smacked somebody and whatnot at some street or something because somebody knocked down his wife or something or whatever. And Gene Hackman's an old dude, but he's still knocking the fuck out and everything, you know. All this other stuff. And then it didn't help matters that Will Smith did that video, which looked like he was reading off a teleprompter, which I know everybody makes the joke about Jada Pinkett, like she was telling him what to say off camera. You know, like she's like mumbling shit. I've been amazed why there's a joke like that behind the camera. It is Will. Stop being a bitch. It is, you know, and everything like that. I believe she did not love the man. Because if a woman loves you, I've seen the proof of this in action. If a woman loves you, your wife, your girlfriend, even if it's your child, like your daughter or whatnot, or sister, or anybody in your family who's close with you, if you get into an argument with somebody or a fight with somebody, they're the first ones to go, hey, come here. They will pull you or grab you or say, baby, don't go over there. Baby, don't go over there. They'll say that. And the people might argue, oh, but he's big and strong. It would look silly her trying to grab him. She could at least try. She didn't have to go grab him. She could have said, hey, baby, sit down, sit down. That's not worth it. Sit down, baby, sit down. Then you would, but she didn't do that. She was like, you know what you gotta do. Or like Chris Rock's brother said, she gave you the stank eye or some shit and whatnot. But it's crazy, you know. That's why I think of Will Smith, though. And such. I mean, would I be able to watch his films again? We'll see. And everything. But just, I don't know if I buy him as a tough guy. That's the only thing. Then he got that movie, The Emancipated, which is like he's trying to go back to the Oscars.
Emancipation, yeah.
Emancipation, yeah. That he's trying to go back to the Oscars with that movie. That's what it is. But I guarantee if he goes back to the Oscars, they're going to make him sit in the middle. He ain't going to sit close to the stage. Yeah, I guarantee that. Well, Will,
So,
I mean, can you sit back here in the back right here? Oh, for security purposes, you can't sit in the front no more. But I can't see nobody back here. No, but you're going to stay right here. But can't? No, stay right here, Will. That's it.
but let me answer some questions just real quick, firelight. No Dead Pit video. I don't know what you mean by that. I said the Michael Jackson video, Leaving Neverland, I'll upload something next week. I never mentioned a Dead Pit video, so I don't know what you mean by that, man. Yes, Jimmy Kimmel is unfunny.
Yeah.
He's a prick too.
Yeah, I said he might get hit.
Yes, he was in the 2009 Star Trek. He played Kurt's dad at the very beginning, who gets killed off.
Yeah.
Because he saved the ship.
Yeah.
No, I will not do Avatar 2 review because it's an over 3-hour movie. It's a sequel to a film I don't like. And especially with this cold and stuff, have to go out and it'd have to be like a shit ton of money. So sorry, but that's not worth it to me. I did get this season 1. I only saw one episode because that was the paid request. The request was to watch a review of the first episode, and I thought it sucked. Where Chucky drinks some alcohol and pukes it back up to kill what's his name from Idle Hands and Final Destination.
Devin Sawa?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
To kill him.
Yeah.
And I did it. Don Mancini's gay, so he puts that into the show where the lead kid is gay and is in love with this kid. And these kids are like, what, 14, 15? I don't need to see a 15-year-old love story, gay or straight. I don't need that when it's underage.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, just not. No, it was underage characters.
It seems like I know with his films, like he puts a lot of heavy emphasis on that. I guess it's to make points. I guess because every film he does, it seems like it has that. Every film that he controls, they has that. The Curse had it. The Seed had it. No, not Seed. I mean the Curse, the Cult. The Cult had it, and then this has it. Then they kill off Andy, of course. So hey, there you go.
Well, probably until he comes back. They'll probably bring him back for ratings.
Yeah. They have him frozen. They'll throw him out with the ratings to get better.
They kill him off, but you don't see him die. So then he'll probably be back later.
Yeah, of course.
To do nothing with again.
Yeah.
You know, he's a terrible adult actor. He was a good kid actor, but he's not a good adult actor.
Yeah, the other actor they got to play him in part 3, I thought was pretty good.
Justin Whalen. He was a better adult.
Yeah.
The
teenager, yeah.
But the kid, he was a good kid actor, but as an adult, he's a block of wood.
Yeah.
It's a block of wood.
It is.
And also, Brad Dourif's voice is absolutely shot as Chucky. You could tell he sounds 80. I don't know how old he is, but he sounds it.
Yeah. Pretty much. He's trying to pick up a check, and I don't know. Brad Dourif needs better. He really does. I mean,
yeah, the kid
Alex Vincent. Yeah, sadly,
terrible adult actor.
I know what's her name from that 13 fanboy. What's her name? Jennifer Banco, who was young Tina in Part 7, Friday 13 Part 7, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. She was in that 13 fanboy. She was horrible. So she must have went to the same acting class Alex Vincent went to, because she was terrible. Goodness, my God, she was rusty as hell.
Yeah.
DW40 couldn't fix that performance. Jesus Christ. Oh God, I feel bad for you. I know you. Thank you for doing that request though for 13 fanboy. Now you know my pain I went through. Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah.
Goodness.
And yeah, like I mentioned, that was a bad movie.
Mhm.
And again, I've only seen one episode of the Chucky show, and that was pretty bad. So I didn't get requests anymore, so I didn't watch anymore because I'm not putting myself through that pain if I don't have to.
Sometimes you just gotta say no. That's it. This is a big amount of
If
money.
if I have to, and people request it, sure, but no one did,
Yeah.
so
There you go.
no worries.
I don't know about now. That's what you said that. Hey Matt, I'm glad you mentioned that. By the way, can you come back? Yeah, come here, Matt. Can you pile a bunch of green money on you? Like, how many hundreds you said you want for your suffering, Matt? Come here. Oh God, that's what it is.
I'm just making sure I didn't miss. Yeah, Gene Hackman is retired. He's a
Yes,
good actor, and
yes,
I
but
don't blame him for retiring.
because there was an incident a few years ago. Supposedly, he was walking on the street with his wife. I don't know if they were gonna get robbed or somebody was asking him for an autograph and the guy was being obnoxious or something. And I guess his wife sort of got pushed or knocked down, and Gene Hackman got mad and smacked the shit out of the guy. So it was something like that. That's a smack I could warrant, you know, being disrespectful. That's how you do it. If somebody's knocking down your woman, but if it's for a thing about GI Jane, like really, like what the fuck? My God, that's crazy.
And to answer this real quick, I reviewed that on the channel. I reviewed that up, A Christmas Story Christmas. That review is up on the channel if you want to give that a look, Real Weekly News.
Yeah.
But thank you.
The original film didn't hold up for me. I revisit that again. And like, Darren McGavin was good to see. Yeah.
When did you see that last?
I've seen it a few years ago. I grew up with the film, but then I saw it a few years ago. Like, didn't hold up for me. And then they did that bullshit sequel with Daniel Stern and the Teenage Ralphie. Now they did this new one, which still doesn't have much. It's interesting they got Peter Billingsley back, but and whatnot. But still, like, you know, and whatnot. I mean, I have HBO Max. I could watch it if I wanted to, but it's one of the ones I wasn't going. Let's see. I'd rather go check out Beavis and Butthead do the universe and Nope, find out those and such. And everything. That's all.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions and thing? What? Questions there?
Yeah, I'm looking.
All right, cool.
Just scrolling through. It's hard to do on the phone.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
How are you doing on time?
I could do about maybe 10 more minutes. So that's cool.
Okay.
Because right now I got 19 after 10. So it's cool. And everything.
All right.
Yeah, man. But it's crazy, though. That's something. Are we talking regular Christmas movies or we're talking Christmas action films? That's kind of a tough one there. I would say
maybe it means regular Christmas movies.
Okay, I would say because I thought this was a very relatable story, even though the ending becomes a fantasy, but it's still fun. Jingle All the Way. I love Jingle All the Way. It's just Arnold and Sinbad and Jim Belushi making the appearance, and you know. And the whole thing, Brian Setzer, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh my! You have Arnold punching a reindeer in the face. You started it. It's just fun, and of course they have a popular put the cookie down now. It's just a lot of fun. It makes you laugh. You know, the father going to all this just to get the one gift and everything. And then the Santa, all the other elves attacking Arnold. And it's a lot of fun to be had. Then Sinbad, I like Sinbad. Sinbad and Arnold together, that was fun. What about you? What's your favorite? Is it Scrooged or is it Christmas Vacation? Not only you know.
Well, first of all, I do like Jingle All the Way. That's a very fun one.
Yeah.
I would say for me, if we're taking action films out of the equation, it would be probably Scrooged. I find a lot of fun with that.
They're actually gonna air that this weekend on the Pluto. I forgot which channel on Pluto. They're gonna do a Scrooge marathon. Bill Murray. I might revisit that one. And so I'd be curious to see that again and everything. We can't get the antlers on. We tried tape and everything. Have you tried Staples? Staples. He said Bill Murray. I mean,
question for you.
Okay. Oh, that's the one I think you told me about. That is not in English. Yeah, I think there's a
But
poster.
there is,
Yeah.
they did come out, and there is an English version,
Oh, there is.
a dub
Oh,
version.
well, can you find that for me to watch, Mike? I would like to see that. Then, if you found the English one, if you can find it, that is. I know I'm asking a lot. I know. Hopefully, you don't
Might
get
be
booked.
on YouTube as well.
It might be. Because at one point, there was one on YouTube that wasn't in English. I know I couldn't find.
Well, it got released recently, Vendor Syndrome Blu-ray, so I don't know, maybe. Yeah, Vendor Syndrome released the Blu-ray of it, so it's more available out there somewhere.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, that's
I would like to look it up though. I heard about that. Yeah. Oh, Matt, did you ever see that one? You better watch out. I think that's the one I talked to you about one time. It's about the babysitter and this kid that's trying to kill the babysitter and whatnot.
I didn't see that one though.
And it was okay. It was a time waster and such and everything.
Okay.
Oh no, I seen the subtitle one. Yeah, the subtitle of micro small. Yeah, like we were meant by that. Like what they're saying, I can't see what they say.
Gotcha.
That's all the things. I don't know. See what? Thanks though. I don't know about the subtitles though. See if I can find a dubbed one and such and everything. Oh yeah, Mike, I did see Excessive Force. That kicks ass. I enjoy that movie now. I don't know if Mike came in when we were talking about Excessive Force. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man. It's a movie to watch when you miss those Dirty Harry type cop movies, which you don't have no more. Well, hopefully if they fixed it, I don't know, and such and everything. They should get that thing. Yeah.
But I think we will leave it there. It's about 9:30 p.m. where I'm at. Been on for about 2 hours and 36 minutes. That's a pretty good time.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, thank you for having me on, Matt. Yeah, man. I seen your eyes. Oh shit, he didn't get a blackout. Let me try to see if I can get him on, please. Oh man. Oh man.
It's not yet, but
yeah, thankfully, hopefully not. Yeah, same thing here. You know, exactly, man. But wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and whatnot. You all stay warm out there and safe and whatnot. If you have yourself a big-breasted, big woman next to you, it's a good time to warm up and do some other activities and whatnot. Even if you have a skinny woman, warm up with her, do some action. You both keep warm and whatnot.
Yeah.
If not, then you have your hands and you guys know what to do with that. But that's a different story. But thank you all for thank you, man, for once again having me over and such. I mean, you have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year as well. You and your family. And stay warm, stay safe out there with your Cody Santana cap and everything like that. But I'm looking forward to seeing some rant on your Neverland.
Thank you. And for me, yeah, if I don't see anyone out there, Merry Christmas to everyone. I might do a stream on Christmas. We will see.
Okay.
Because who knows what will happen. Like, let's say if we lose power, I'm like, I have nothing to do. Maybe I'll do a stream or whatever. Right. We never know. So
that's cool.
Or maybe who knows? But usually these are pretty random.
Okay.
More requests will be coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Thanks, Jeffrey, for being here. It was a lot of fun, as always.
Thank you, brother. No problem.
And everyone out there, have a good night. Take care. And we will see you guys later.
Okay, see y'all later. Have a good night. Merry Christmas to all you guys. Okay, man.